Hello? Hello? Is this the correct voice chat? Oh wait, this is the wrong one, sorry. All right, everyone. Welcome all to the tournament here for the VL stream. We're back. This is going to be Division 2A Week 2 between Base Department and Eclipse Lunar. Both of the teams are still preparing in their respective group. I'm here together with GoobX. Hello, GoobX. How are you doing?
What up, man? What up, Adi? How are you, man? It's glad that I'm glad to be casting with you. This game is. I hope it will be a really good game that will deliver, since both of these teams are top in their group, and they should hopefully they should deliver.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're still not in the game yet. They're still not picking their sides, but it's going to be, Base Department against, let me double check again. It's going to be Base Department against Eclipse Lunar. It's going to be a very interesting match because both teams, they really want to have this win. It looks like we're going to be starting off with the first ban here in this tournament draft. Jughead Jonesy going for that first ban. 15 seconds remaining. Quickly going for the Lulu ban here. So it looks like they definitely do not want to have Lulu here. They don't like to have those shields. Lulu's pretty strong, especially, as she gets those shields throughout the whole laning phase. And I feel like in team fights as well, being able to disrupt the ADC in multiple scenarios. What do you think, Goop?
Yeah, exactly. And I think Eclipse has been playing a lot of long range team comps where you have to protect your AD carry, and Lulu certainly could enable that playstyle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm looking at what why Base Department is banning Caitlyn and Lulu, and it really seems to play it a lot often. We see same thing going on here with Aphelios and Jinx. Both are ADCs that just happen to be played by, if I'm not mistaken, by Gargoyle King. So that's gonna be very interesting. Looks like they're already going for a
Oh,
Renata pick.
Renata. Okay.
A very strong support. Overall, people don't really seem to enjoy this. Some people think she's a bit she's a bit too overloaded, and some others
Yeah.
think that she's all right. It really depends on what she's actually playing against. If you have really strong opponents, if Renata gets her ult right, then yeah, like auto attack heavy champs. So if it's gonna be
A
like a
lot of
lot
damage.
of ADCs that do have like a high attack speed and stuff, that's gonna be very problematic. If
Yeah.
he actually lands, she actually is able to land the ult there. Ashe as
I,
well.
And the thing with
Mhm.
Renata is that if the support is really comfortable with her, then this could actually be a big issue. But as we could see, the answer to it from the Eclipse Loner bot lane is that just poke with higher range with Ashe and Zyra. Basically going for CC, just not to allow, probably not allow Renata to have any presence in that lane.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting pick, by the way, Ashe. Like we don't really see that being played often. For
Yeah,
Eclipse Lunar.
yeah.
So that's also very new. Like I'm kind of curious what they will do with this lane. Zyra and Ashe both very annoying. A lot of slows. That ult from Zyra really can be devastating in lane. But I'm curious what they will do here because they've got Renata. So if they get that attack speed, Ashe, she's gonna go, which I'm assuming she's gonna go attack speed. With a build like maybe depending on what they go, like Jarvan, maybe a bit more tank heavy. Like probably go Kraken Slay, maybe more just shield bow. Maybe it will be a mix of AP and AD, which might be a bit weird, but.
Zincha.
So it looks
Yeah.
like the early game is going to be very good for them, but
Both
I don't
teams
know
so
how they will.
far, yeah, both teams so far have secured really good amount of CC and utility on their bot lane. And in the second pick phase, there we should be seeing the damage coming in from the solo laners. I hope. Okay, the second ban is going in. Are they gonna
And they're
ban a top laner or a mid laner?
oh,
Oh,
they're not even going to ban
they
anything at all. They actually wasted their ban there. I think they got a bit confused, like a bit overwhelmed by what they should exactly ban here. It's a bit of a bad preparation on Lunar Eclipse's part. We don't really see that too happen too often throughout the whole tournament, but
whoa.
I guess it just
I
happened. Wait,
think we
oh
had an issue.
yeah, one of the players just instantly left. Looks like they had a bug. Don't
Yeah.
exactly know why they left. He couldn't ban, and because of that bug, he just left the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Okay, this is a bit unexpected. We don't really normally see this happening. I hope this will get resolved quickly. Um. But yeah, for the time being, again, very interesting bans so far. And what we're looking at, Shin Zhao, it looks like the early game is going to be very important for Jarvan. I feel like as well, Jarvan's one of those champions doesn't really need that much CS to be very useful early on in the game. That EQ combo, getting that knockup, especially. I don't know if they will do it. Yasuo, would be nice. All those free knockups on lane, if he of course gets to level 6 in time for Jarvan to be able to do something there. Some other things that they could do with this knockups, maybe CC combo. They can have some heavy CC on mid or something on top, combining it with a Malphite ult. It's always very strong. And then having that pit from Jarvan. It's always, a very team fight oriented, group they have so far. They have Renat, you have Jarvan, and, Jin with his ult. Again, really great combination. Jarvan being able to lock someone down, Renat being able to have her ult ready for the auto attacks and being able to save people. And again, her attack speed buff also helps out Jarvan because Jarvan really likes attack speed as well, even though he doesn't necessarily always build it.
Yeah, you say the Jarvan kind of makes sense, but I think the Jhin, the ADC that is paired with the Renata, is probably not the best ADC to pair her with, since Renata also can give attack speed with the movement speed she provides, which Jhin of course but it feels like the attack speed buff on him would be a waste. Like if you had a different ADC paired with the Renata that actually could use that attack speed, it's probably better. Something like a Jinx. I know it's banned, but like something of that sort probably would have been a better choice.
All right.
However, we're back
Well, I
into
hope
it.
they're gonna ban and pick the same stuff here, because otherwise it would be a bit unfair.
Yeah.
We'll have to see here. It looks like they're just gonna copy and paste. Yeah.
Yeah, the rules, it has to be the same pick and bans for sure.
Yeah, they can't change stuff up now. Otherwise, it's just plain cheating. But yeah, well, something going on with the client of some of the one of the players here. Don't exactly know why, but they resolved it. So yeah, thank you. Thanks to both for being very sportsman with that. Being able to just continue as usual. And there we go. They're gonna pick the same champs now. I'm gonna be curious. It's gonna be a bit more interesting to see if they're gonna pick different stuff at the late part. 'Cause now they have more time to think about what they're actually gonna pick for bot or for mid and top.
Yeah. So, Leacon and Helicon they're both mid laners, have been playing VL quite a while. And they both have it's deep champion pool, and they can pull anything that would fit their team style. Maybe for Leacon, we would be looking into something like I was going to say
Ari,
Ari.
yeah. But
Yeah,
nah, that's quickly gonna get taken
but
out.
no, it's
Everfrost, the
taken
new
off.
the new balance changes to Ari's old people are not a fan of that, and goes to show Eclipse Lunar just banning her, getting her out of the ring here.
Yeah,
Akali
goodbye, Ari.
also. hmm It's just mid. It's just top and mid. So yeah, that's the only thing they have to really look out for. Something else they could maybe do on top, which is also a ban. They could possibly go for his kill or maybe Scion. Very strong solo pushers. Being able to maybe apply more pressure on the side lanes. But yeah, we'll have to see what they go. Personally, I would go maybe for Scion. Okay, looks like they're actually going to go for kill here. I mean, the late game scaling on kill is ridiculous if you get to that
It
point.
is.
But at the same time, they have Shin Zhao, so one of their players is going to be useless.
Oh,
And
the
you have to look
Victor.
at being able to hurt them early game is going to be really key for base department, regardless if they ban kill or not. Like banning Scion would probably be a bit better for late game because having such a tanky opponent, Jin is not going to be able to do much against that. I'm curious though, will they actually pick Aurelion Sol, or is this a joke? Like, thing is, people are
Nah.
underestimating Aurelion Sol a lot, but no, okay, it's gonna be
Oh,
Lissandra.
but Lysandra, you would have too little of a damage. You need a little bit more damage, in my opinion.
Well,
Because
her ult is pretty strong, especially against Victor
okay,
here.
yeah, but if you pick something like the Corki, it wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, true. It would outrange the Victor pretty hard, and especially with his packets, like
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt. Oh, we have seen
Okay,
some
let's see
X
their
plays. I mean, I'm
blind
sorry to
top.
interrupt you
Okay.
again. Okay, no, never mind. It's gonna be Shan. Yeah, no, sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting you there, but last time I've seen a base department perform, like Jax was really a key top, and is that really going to be a Vayne top? That would be nasty.
He did play it before, but I don't think he
Yeah.
will pick it. Okay,
No,
Vladimir.
it looks like it's gonna be Vladimir. Now,
Oh,
the
okay,
interesting
he's
part behind
a
Vladimir, I'm kind of curious. Will they pick? I think Victor will probably go mid. The thing
yeah.
is with
Victor will
Vladimir,
go mid for sure. Yeah, and Vladimir will be top lane.
Mhm.
So the Eclipse Lunar team comp make more sense scaling wise, and they have their tools. Sure, they're lacking some beef, but they don't need it with the Xin Shao ulti. The base department team comp, however, is like a really some mid game, heavy mid game we have going on here with like a lot of CC going on. And if this game, if they don't gain an early lead and push their lead as much as possible, then this game should be like autoplay for Eclipse Lunar based on how it's going on right now.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, off we go. I guess it's going to be very interesting to see which one will actually win this one out. We're waiting, of course, for the delay here. But
Yeah,
other than that, it's going to be a very interesting match. I mean, are there any other things that we really need to look out for looking at the current comp of base department and of Lunar Eclipse?
so basically for the Lunar is when they make an plays on the bot lane, they need to be careful, recognizant of that Shen ulti, right? And
Hmm.
the issue with Vladimir pick is that Vladimir pick cannot stop the Shen ulti with CC. Like Shen could just ulti right in front of his face, and Vladimir will probably have nothing to do in front of him.
Like something like a
Uh,
Malphite would have been good, like being able to get that knockup, or
any
Ornn. Ornn would have been a great pick.
any CC actually would have
You
been
know,
better.
any type of knockup would stop it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like a knock.
Um.
Same thing with teleport. It's like, yeah, you can like attack him and do whatever you want, but if you're able to actually knock him up in the air, then most of the time that will work with most of his Shen's abilities.
But the Vladimir will
Hmm.
have free reign. It's not like Shen could really pressure him that much. I think
Hmm.
like the few early levels could be a little bit hard, but then Vladimir will just take over the game when the team fights come in at the
Think it will go
15
Bramblefest
mark.
early on. Like Bramblefest is key. Like if you just get Bramble, like there goes all the like most of the healing Vladimir has and relies on in these fights. And it's also
Yeah,
good on Shen, you know.
I'm not sure. Does Bramble work? I think he has to auto attack you, right?
Yeah, true, but
So,
it
mm,
could be possible. It could be possible. At the same time, Bramble, you know, if you go into Thornmill with that, it's also pretty good. Um,
true.
he could also go for Executioners. I mean, regardless, it's anti-heal, and as long as it's like affecting like a fight, because I'm pretty sure Vladimir will try to auto attack. He's not gonna just use abilities
Of
and just
course,
wander around it.
maximizing his damage. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, it could definitely have an impact at the end. But we'll have to see again. Like, it's going to be a very interesting match, especially for Lunar Eclipse. I'm also wondering how this will go on mid lane, because, you know, Shin's now having that early game, you know, strike. Will he be going more around bot lane or mid lane? Because, you know, top lane, it's like, it's a Shen, right? You're not really easily going to be able to gank him, especially if you're going to be playing safe or, like, start off with, you know, getting some gold for Bramble or, like, some type of anti-heal. So I don't know if that will be very smart. I think he will mainly try and enter mid lane because, you know, having Victor, you know, getting his upgrades would definitely help him out, especially mid to late. You really
True.
want Victor to be there.
But for Zinchao, it's easier to gank the bot lane since he has a lot of CC there to help out with the gank. You have the Zyra
Hmm.
CC and the Ashe CC. So if the Jin and the Renata are overextended, then they're just dead once Zinchao shows up. However, in the other two lanes, they're actually a little bit harder to gank since the Shen have his escape with his E, and then you have the Lissandra. And then you have the Lissandra escape with her E as well.
Yeah. So that I can definitely agree with you on that. Like that's also something else that especially base department here has to look out for. But again, we'll have to see how they'll actually perform because once you go in, like for example, Renata, if they get a very strong early game, they get very fed. Like it's still going to be very difficult for Shinsun to do much about that. Um, but we'll have to see. Ashe, Zyra, they're pretty hard to take down early on. Even like mid game, it's going to be ridiculous. And when they hit level 6, like they have so much CC, it's going to be pretty annoying. But maybe a Guardian will help out, especially with like Renata.
Yeah.
Having Guardian there should be able to maybe tank some of those plans.
Yep.
To 10, yeah, we set to 10 and then okay, play. Hmm.
All right. Okay,
Oh,
we have. Both team heading into the rift. This is Gubix and Ardi casting for you today. The based department versus Eclipse Lunar game in Division 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be very. Looks like they're starting off, their basic, way of holding down a bit of vision here and there, making sure they don't get like any type of weird invades going on. We can see Vladimir Victor on top side together with Chen and Jarvan. And it looks like
Yeah.
Jarvan is actually going to be starting on his blue side, which it's fine. You can do that. Well, some people also go for red side because Shin's actually going for a ward there. Quickly ping it.
Yeah, definitely a solid start if you started on the top side, since you just want to get your bot side ahead, because the bot side is supposed to be the lane that will carry the whole game for base department.
Mm-hmm. And we can
All
see
right,
that there are.
no invade, standard, just 5 point, and both junglers should be starting on the same
Yeah.
side. They're starting on
Yeah.
the same side.
So it looks like
Okay.
it's going to be interesting on Scuttle. Let's see who will get there faster. Maybe Shinzao or Jarvan will go for an early gank. I
Yeah.
see Vladimir helping out a bit, but in general, it's just going to be Shinzao soloing that buff for the
It
rest.
will definitely be sleeper on the top side, and it will be a banger on the bot side of the map. This one,
Yeah, and on
you
mid
could
lane,
see
it's
it.
on mid lane. It's also might be very calm. Like depending on how much Victor might pick early game. Looks like he's trying to get a lot of picks early game. Already
Yeah,
going for those hits on Helicon.
it's bullying.
Oh, Zyra.
It's like poke going on. Okay,
This
so
is
what
rest
we can see is
flags.
that Victor is shoved in at the moment from the
Mm-hmm.
wave, it seems, and that should be giving a lot of prio for the Jarvan once he hit the bot side, since the Sandra would be able to move probably before the Victor.
We can see on Perturbaro
Oh, the
looking
bot lane.
for a possible CC. With his Q. It's always nice to
Yeah.
have that, but it looks like he's
They
not going to
just
go for
zolled in
anything.
the Ash and the Zyra. They just cannot approach the wave at the moment.
Yeah, Klopp. He did use his CC there, so they might get a bit generous. They might be pulling back. They've got that ward there. They know Perturbaro is moving back. But Shinzao really
Okay.
going for that early gank there on
Ooh,
bot lane. Will be able to pull it off. We can see him ready
interesting
there.
timing.
Flash engage. The CC, but Jin is able to flash away in time. And they
Oh,
managed to survive that one. So that was pretty good. A good start
that
for
was
Based.
that was really good. So Zinchao skipped his blue. He did, uh, he did his red Raptors into Grump to
Hmm.
pull the gank before the Jarvan on the bot side, and as a reward, he got the Jin flash, which is, considering a team that want to play toward the Jin, this is a really good advantage at the moment.
Yeah,
Jin
that's
has to
true, but
play really
at the
careful
same
at the
time, I
moment.
don't know how he will go. Like, he already has, like, skipped over two
He's coming
camps.
for the roundabout.
Oh, and Pretobaro, does he
It's
have flash?
happened.
He's able to flash away, but he might get killed there. One more auto attack, but Guardian saves it.
Ooh.
Jarvan comes up for the re-engage, and Jin gets the CC. They still manage to get the first blood. We see Jarvan moving up, going for the auto attacks. Conqueror picking up pace, and we can see Shinzo trying to do poke damage back. A lot of damage coming. Jarvan has to hit one more Q and ease it away, but Jin misses the W, and that would have been insane to get the double kill early on. Very nice try here by Lunar Eclipse, but Jarvan being able to get that counter gank that was so incredibly close. He did miss his W there. I don't know if you saw it. Like after his Q, he tried to get that W,
Yeah.
but he missed it
The
completely. Like it was
Guardian
way. Yeah, he sidestepped it
just
pretty
came
hard
in
there.
clutch there. The
It
Guardian.
really came in clutch. That
Massive.
was absolutely
Oh,
insane.
the Victor is okay.
Almost
so-
dying there. He did use his flash. And in general, look, base department already 700 gold lead. Great start for them. Like, it's looking pretty good so far for base
Yeah,
department.
you got the first blood on the carry that you want to get ahead, and it's looking great for this bot lane. It's still Jin doesn't have flash, but neither does the enemy, the Eclipse Lunar bot lane. So the counter gank by the Jarvan was such in a perfect timing, and he also managed to clear his camps earlier on the bot side, which
Yeah, that's
means
true.
even the Jarvan is just a little bit ahead on the Zinshao at the moment.
I can see Shen, backing off a little, placing a ward. And Shin's pretty close towards top side, so he might actually go for gank. I don't know how long Shen is going to overstay. It looks like he just wants to recall. And on mid lane, we got Renata. Looks like they have vision on her. And overall,
Yeah,
just a
you
very
could
calm
see
game.
the vision is being at the moment in the bot river dominated by base department for that Drake. And they after the Jarvan recall, well, he's cancelled his recall at the moment. They could just run it down to the Drake with the little advantage they have because they definitely have almost
Well,
the Shen on level 6 and
Bush wants to go for the engage. They don't have vision there. And it looks like Victor is playing it a little too safe for Jarvan. All he needs is that level 6. It looks like he's waiting very patient here. Again, waiting for that engage. And at the same time, maybe Victor would have seen him. Yeah, I think he saw him at this point. Like, it's pretty obvious.
Jarvan
Shen's
gambled
now
too.
also coming in for the counter gag. Look, they're even like confident. They know Shen is topside. You see Helicon moving into the bush. He's
Yeah, this is good
trying
for
to
best
get
of
Victor's
matches.
attention.
They want to force something because they have the Shen level 6 at the moment, and
Yeah.
if Eclipse Lunar bites right now, I think it might turn sour for them. Okay, they're not gonna go for anything crazy. However, the Jarvan still did not reset. He is still on the pot and the smite item.
On we go. We see Jarvan, taking the Raptors here. And overall, just a very like no one has gotten the kill yet. And in terms of CS, Eclipse is actually catching up. Like they're already 100, barely 100 gold ahead. But even though
Yeah.
they got first blood, they're still unable. At least base department is unable to get the same amount of farm here. Or at least more, the same amount of farm. Like in terms of CS, they're doing much better. And looking at the scores here, we can see Vladimir is ahead, Shinzao is behind. What we say, Victor is ahead, Ashe is ahead, and yeah, it's just looking great in terms of the amount of their farming right now. So barely ahead with the gold, but we can see a possible gang. But Tabush does get CC'd. He has his ult, and he ults two people at the same time. Does any type of damage to manage it here? No, he gets killed. Do they get a kill out of this? Yes, they do. We can see one kill. Going for the second one. Shinzao is pretty far away, but here comes Ashe also going down. So this was completely worth a very good engage there by the Jarvan. Unable to survive, but still able to manage in the long run. Getting that double kill in bot lane was huge.
Exactly, and Jarvan kind of gambled on that working, and it worked really fine because he still did not recall. Like his first recall is this death going to base, and you can see he got that iron spike whip and the kindle gem from base, and
Yeah.
two pink wards. He is ready. He's ready. Loaded his pocket. He spent all his money, and now he's ready to stomp some lanes again.
That is true, and we can see another engage here from Pretobaro, but Zyra CC again, very annoying, pretty hard to deal with. And this lane is just very annoying in general. Like when they hit level 6, if Ashe hits her ult, like it's over. Like it's just gonna be another Zyra ult, and it's just gonna combo it up. Especially with being, I think Ashe actually no Ashe does Ashe has lethal tempo, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty deadly if they get too aggro with that. Looks like they're
Ash
gonna look
did
for the
hit level
Drake.
6, and yeah, they're looking for the Drake. So you can see Jarvan is also trading the Herald for the Drake. It's a worth trade if you manage to get the Herald on and get some plates out of it. Then it's probably a worthwhile trade.
And we can see Ashe with the. They know that Jarvan's there now, so they know that he's gonna get the rift. But they're not gonna look for the contest here because it seems like he's almost done, or actually he already took it. Yeah, he
Yep.
took the rift already. Didn't pay attention, but took the rift already. Vladimir's gonna go for a recall, so this could be a perfect time to actually get the rift down on top lane. But oh, there we go. Vladimir stopping the recall.
Yeah,
And
but I don't think it's they won't use it on the top lane. It's better to be used on bot lane since
this is pretty
you
bad.
know.
Yeah, I saw him engage that, and they had no idea where Shinzao might be. He might be able to get away if he gets his EQ in time, but we all know how Vladimir works. Looks like he uses the wall to his advantage and gets away in time. I don't know why he got very greedy there. Ooh, that Ashe ult could have been deadly, but yeah.
He saw them taking Drake and he thought he have enough time to take the red buff, but he didn't, and he just got out.
Mm-hmm.
And we see him heading bot side to the map, and as he get to bot side, maybe we will see that Herald get dropped down there.
We can see Helicon again dealing with a lot of poke.
Yeah, the Victor farm is just keep on increasing right now. Like,
Now we can look, he's moving up, and this is where Jarvan actually wants to get the engage. They get the
Jarvan
CC,
is-
flashes away, gets the ult onto the Victor. Victor is stuck, gets perma CC'd by the Jhin as well. Can Tabush pull this off? Yes, he gets the kill. And this is huge. They still can't pull off with the Rift Heralded. They got to be faster. Shinzao, they know that he is on top side. He's moving down the river, and you can see Tabush wants to push in the wave here. This might be a bit too dangerous. If Shinzao pulls up too fast, it might not look great here for Tabush. It looks like he's gonna wait for the scuttle.
he
And
still has ulti.
and he still didn't drop the Rift Herald. He's actually gonna fast recall here.
Fast
So he's
recall
looking for.
will go bot side and use it. He also got his God Drinker at the moment. This Jarvan is quite comfortable right now. He got his free boots, he got his God Drinker, and his auto Nambambu again on that bot side. And hopefully we get to see that Herald being dropped before the plates drop down.
And look at Victor's farm. It's getting ridiculous, but it's still impressive that Lissandra is able to keep up and not, get killed by Victor's poke. It's very annoying to deal with mid-game in the laning phases. But even early game, like if you don't play it properly, it still can be very, very annoying. And I think it's very impressive that Helicon is able to hold out for so long. Like I can imagine it must be getting too frustrating over time, maybe get a bit aggressive, but no, he's able to hold out and play very well. Same goes for the top laner here, Shen. Just able to play patient. They're waiting for the scaling. Like they're just scaling slowly as they go, and they're not trying to give away any type of kills to the enemy here. And you can see that by looking at the scoreboard. Like every engage where they got kills out of, like it was one gank of bot lane, but other than that, most of the engages were actually from the enemy team. Oh, this could be huge if there was a Zyra ult there, but looks like Pretubaro will not be followed up. No one will follow up on him. I mean, it was kind of in a difficult spot because Zyra had to move up a bit too much, and that could have caused Jhin to maybe get a solid amount of auto attacks. Plus, it might not have been worth it. They might not be able to pull it up unless they towered of that.
Yeah,
And I don't think Shinzao wanted to do that.
Yeah, it was kind of forced. But going back on farm differential, as you can see on top side, the Vladimir is farming really comfortably. He's already at 116 CS. He did not die a single time. Did not miss a lot of CS.
Cool. He sold his coal. He had the cool item for extra farm. It looks like he just sold it again. Like something you sometimes see on Aurelia. And it looks like they're finally going to go for the Rift here. One more minute remaining. They should have done this earlier, in my opinion. Like
this Rift. Yeah, it's so optimal, this Rift.
They could have done this way earlier. Like
even the Lissandra did not get any gold out of it. Just the Jarvan, which you don't really want all of your gold on the J4 at the moment.
But at the same time, they could have.
On the bot side or the mid lane.
The thing is, though, Jarvan could have actually thrown that Rift way earlier and maybe gotten the whole tower out of it. Because, I don't know if you remember, but early on, like I already told you, like on 11, he went for a fast recall instead of the Rift. Don't exactly know why he did that. Some of these players, like most of these players here, are better than me at this game. But what I can say is that they could have actually taken out the whole tower instead of this. This was way worse. Like this ended up way worse than what he could have done before. So I would have probably again went for that. Shen is getting dived here under the tower, and oh my god! But he actually outplayed him completely there and still was able to survive. Vladimir had to go for the flash because Shen trying to look for maybe trying to make him dive that. But even Vladimir laughing about that situation. Shen, played it so well. He actually performed so well in that situation.
Oh, so close, yeah. But the Vladimir will get the first tower in the game. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold on this Vladimir. This Vladimir has at the moment 6.2k.
We see the engage here with the Jarvan ult, and again he doesn't have flash, he doesn't have anything ready to save him from that situation. And another frag. See, the slower you play, the easier it is to win later on. And we can see it happen. Even though they're behind on gold, they still perform very well. And Jarvan is just so useful here, especially against Victor. The moment he overextends, that Jarvan is ready to shine. And base department shows that even when you're behind on gold, you're still performing a lot better than the enemy team. They got themselves another Drake. Attack speed, very good for Jarvan. I don't know about Jhin. I mean, I guess it does something, but for Shen, also very nice to have a bit of attack speed. Not necessarily the most important part of Shen, but it's something.
Yeah. Well, I
The
can tell
ability
you
phase.
as a Victor main, it's nothing more soul crushing than just overlaying the CC on you as a Victor, and you just die close to your tower, and you can't do anything about it. Even with your cleanse, even through your cleanse, you still die. But looks like Playcon is just taking it, you know, as a man, as a Chad he is, and he's just keeping on farming and knowing that in a couple of minutes, his team just outscaled the base department team.
Have we seen a Renata ult yet, by the way? I haven't really seen Renata, throw his ult. Maybe we haven't really paid attention, but I haven't seen Renata use his ult.
No, I haven't seen it. Maybe it happened in the fight.
Oh, this is looking a bit tough here. He's gonna smite to save him out of that situation. Flash as well, because Vladimir's doing a lot of damage. Helicon has to get out as well. This is not looking good. That CC there from the Ashe, and this is where base department starts to fall apart. Two players going down there.
The Vladimir is just too far ahead, and the Victor, even though he was kinda camped, he still keeping up on farm. He's ahead on farm. He didn't lose much.
Ooh. Oh, we can see the engage. Finally an ult, and this could be huge. Do they get the double? No, because the damage from these plants by Zyra is just too much, and the Ashe gets away with it. This is not looking good. Basement Marble was playing so well. Now where they go for these interesting engages, they still managed to lose it. Like, they were ahead by the kills, but right now they're so behind in terms of gold. 2,000 to be precise. Or almost precise. They're pretty close. 1,500? 1,500.
And the Vladimir also TP'd to the bot lane for that fight, which is a resource that is used, but I don't think it really matters that much for Eclipse Lunar, because they know they just hit their winning time in the game at the moment, and all they have to do is just play good old Liga Legendo by the book, and they should just win it in no time. But as you can see, the vision for Lunar is all around the top side at the moment. And there is no objective. Maybe it's just it was for Herald, and now it could be used to protect that Victor while he's side laning.
Yeah, that's true. There's a control ward there, but other than that, they also got two control wards. The thing is that Baseball almost has one control ward there and two control wards near their own bot side. So I'm kind of curious how they will like move around this, because what they could also just play a bit more defensive, like have control wards in their own jungle, and that's it. Maybe one control ward in the Dragon Pit, but we'll have to see. We can see a pretty big engage here from Tabush, doing a lot of damage. This what am I saying? This Victor, this Vladimir is completely down.
Is dead.
Yeah, the Vladimir is just completely dead right there. Renata getting the frag there, or the kill. I'm saying frag. I'm playing too many FPS games, but getting the kill there on Vlad. Very good to actually finally get a shutdown there, because they really need it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a good pick. This will buy some time for base department to place the vision around this upcoming objective, that is the Mountain Dragon, and they could just move in that pit without being afraid of the Vladimir coming in.
Oh, it's 4 people on mid. We only have Lissandra on bot. Lissandra probably needs to move, and well, actually, she knows that she's not going to be there in time. It looks like Helicon's just going to go for the bot tower here, and they're going to see this engage. If he had an ulti, this would have been huge, but look at this Renata ult. It's so big, and it's pushing the ball. Look at that. It was so beautiful. If they were ready, and if Zyra wasn't there to place those plants, I think they might have just taken the dragon here, because look, Xin Zhao's down for 25 seconds. The dragon's going to be up very, very soon. Like, this is it. This is exactly what they need right now. But will they be able to...
Vladimir coming in?
Damage the healing from Vladimir. They're pushing up, and Plitobot already getting taken down. None of them seem to have any form of anti-heal, by the way. Let me tell you that again. None of them have any sort of anti-heal, and Vladimir is just healing away everything that base department has left. And this is going to give them another drink. Like, if you're looking, they've got Gore Drink, they got... Look, nobody has anti-heal.
A lot of healing on this team with the Xin Zhao and the Vladimir. However, we see that the Renata still does not have her healing reduction item. The Jhin doesn't even have an executioner. Nothing on the Lissandra, and just 0 healing reduction. But the fight was also played really poorly, as in they were separated and they
were struck towards a wall and they both separated instead of staying together.
Two team fights going in there at the same time, and just Eclipse Lunar played it better with Vladimir coming out from base.
Yeah, I think one of the even though the rest of the team is looking pretty strong here, I think Vladimir is one of the biggest problems because so far none of them have any sort of healing reduction, anything that is
Yeah.
something that Vladimir really relies on. I'm surprised by the fact that the Shen didn't get this in lane. Like it might have actually helped him out a bit.
Could have, but the healing reduction at this moment probably should come from the Renata, in my opinion. As
Yeah,
in, she
true.
have access to the Kim Tank Petrifier, which is really good value as an item, and you can give that value of healing reduction to anyone who's hitting the Vladimir and the Jinsha.
Ooh, this tower, that's a CC combo. Are they willing to engage? Looks like they're going to accept the fact that they're not going to win that fight, which could have been smart. You know, you saw that healing there from Vlad. Boom, almost full health again. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the bot lane is taken. All the outers are gone, which means this now opens a lot of space for Lunar and base department jungle to do whatever they want. They can take the camps, they can play pick style with the CC tools they have, the Ashe, the Zyra, and just make base department life even more miserable at the moment.
I'm curious about the Shen pick, though. Like, I was really maybe expecting something else.
So when they did the first three picks and Lissandra, should have we would have expected at least like a big damage dealer coming out on the top lane. And Shin is not the best damage dealer. This team is basically like who's gonna do damage other than Shin, other than Jin, you know? It's it's surely the draft for Lunar was superior in many ways. In many ways.
It looks like, you know, Jin, he's got 2 items now. Like, you would be thinking, all right, he's going to go for executioners, right? For mortal reminder or something. Still nothing there. Like, he just finishes rapid fire cannon. We know at the same time gives him a bit more range, which he really needs, especially against Victor's poke and Vladimir being able to get in range for the healing. So a lot of things. I don't know why he actually wasn't able to dash sideways there. That's a bit of an interesting choice. It's probably going to get him killed. Yes, it is. We see a Renata ult, but that Zyra damage there. It is not looking good. Renata trying to save herself, but no, it's not going to happen. Helica trying to do the damage. Gets a double kill on the Zyra and the Ashe. But this team fight, it is not looking great here for base department.
Nope. The Renata still isn't interested in building healing reduction as well. So maybe this game will end without us seeing really any healing reduction versus the Vladimir and the Xin Shao.
I mean, yeah, at the same time, I could see the reason why is maybe because they want to focus on their main, like, damage, their main kit, like, get that out of the way first. But you gotta accept the fact that, you know, it's 7 Dark Seal stacks at this point, 2 items, building Rabidons, like, all this guy, like, most of his kit is just healing. I don't understand why they're not trying to aim for that. It looks like you can see Jarvan even, like, struggling. Should he go Magic Resist or Death Stance? I mean, my man, he has to go straight for Magic Resist because he knows that Victor is pretty fat so far. We have a Zyra. There's a bit of AP on Ashe's ult and some other parts of her kit. Funny enough, there's also a bit of AP in Xin Zhao, not necessarily his build, but there's a bit of AP in there. And Vlad also, you know, just 100% just all of it is AP. So it's just a lot of AP.
Yeah, definitely the Amar pick is correct. It's
Viable,
just that
yeah.
this game is really too difficult right now for base department. As in, they would basically need to have a pick and just pick someone as soon as possible, and yet they would probably be praying that the team fight still goes their way with how well Lunar are ahead and how well they're playing at the moment.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. We see Jugget Jonesy finally pushing. I thought he was gonna freeze it there, but looks like he's just gonna push it recall, and that's it. Like, he has his ult, does he? Like, in a bit, short bit.
Yeah.
Almost.
His ult is up in a few, but we can see that Vision on the bot line. Look, okay, this is big on top lane.
You can see Tabush getting very confident here, actually. We can see a Jin ult missing the shot, and Jarvan might actually die here. He does, because... Oh, actually, no, never mind. That was huge there from Renato to actually come over there and give him that boost that he needs, the extra attack speed, just every type of buff. But at the same time, also being able to save his life. You know, some sort of a triumph in the kit of the FRW really saved Jarvan's life there. And that was actually a very good pick there. Even though they lost to Drake, they really needed this kill.
This is the best scenario for base department, and you can see how grim it is. They had to use everything on top side to kill one guy, while the other team just get dragon, and they just use their tools for some reason. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they just want them to back off, or they yeah, I don't know. It was looking a bit weird. Like, I think at the same time, Renata should have just kept her ult. Maybe for them to like look for and see if they want to like re-engage. Is that ult just pushed them away?
Yeah.
Like they could have had them. They could have kept them. Maybe could have kept them in the fight. Like they could have also already decided to move back regardless of that ult. But yeah.
But what Lunar could do now is start and prep for that Baron that you want. Put the Vladimir, who has TP, on the bot side. Put the Victor on the top side. Push those side lanes. No one can compete with you. And if someone goes in that river, in that jungle, you just collapse on them, you kill them, and then you just take that sweet objective.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with you here. And we can see, you know, base, they have a... Oh, actually, they replaced one of their control wards here. I guess they want to check for vision. They're waiting to see, because they know they like kind of gave up on some of, you know, the map control they already had at the beginning of the game. So that's why they probably placed that control. They just want to make sure that there's no, like, other wards nearby or just in the bush itself. Ooh, that is an interesting Ashe ult. You would think, like, they don't know that they're there, but I guess that was just kind of a predict, and a predict was almost accurate.
Yeah, that whiffed the hair out of that Renata for sure. But you could see one of the things that is delaying this Baron probably is that somehow a base department managed to get that scuttle in front of Baron, and I think Eclipse Lunar are just waiting for it to expire and then starting to bait them into that upper quarter of the map.
Because here, Xin Zhao is just profiting off the fact that he has camps. Normally with Xin Zhao, you want to actually end the game in like less than 35 minutes. But if it takes too long, you're going to get outskilled.
Yeah,
but interesting choice here by Tabush. He's a bit stuck. He's trying to make a player, but that flash was a bit too late. They do get the Renata ult on both of the players here, Xin Zhao and Vladimir, but they're still pushing up. We see Jughead Jones is trying to do a bit of damage there with Shen. Jin actually getting a kill there, but Lissandra and both Shen get taken down. And, I mean, it's looking pretty grim. We see Pritobara and Gargoyle both able to survive this fight, but looks like they're going to go for that Baron. And, I mean, again, getting a lot of vision here, that confidence of the fact that they can just do it without any issues.
Yeah,
look at them
3 for 1 and 3 for 1 and the Baron are worth a trade for the victor. As you can see, Leocon with his bolts of steel was zoning like 3 or 4 people as his teammates were killing that Jarvan, and well played by him.
Honestly think that maybe the top should have picked something else. Like, they were kind of already in a difficult spot. You know, Vladimir top, you don't really expect that. They were maybe expecting like a kill or a Scion. But yeah, at the same time, Vladimir top seems to be working pretty well. This does mean that, you know, in terms of frontline, they only have Xin Zhao. So maybe later on in the game, like with Jarvan and Shen, they might be able to pull off a better team fight. Because the damage is definitely there, late game.
Yeah, definitely this Van Loo, the top laner of Lunar, is playing super well. I've seen him play many games before, and in each game he keep actually performing super well on conventional and non-conventional picks on the top lane, and that speaks also in this game. As you can see, Vladimir. When do you ever see a Vladimir nowadays? All you see is like these Trindamir with their hull breaker and all that, and this guy is totally playing and stomping at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. You can see them getting rid of vision here as well. I love how the Xin Zhao is playing with the support. Like, it's so good. Don't know exactly. Okay, Tabush going for the engage, and there comes the Ashe ult. This is gonna hurt. Also a TP from the Vladimir. What an insane team fight coming up with the Gordrinker and the double Zhonya's. What seems to be like. And at the end, like, they still managed. Zyra doing a lot of damage. Vladimir as well with the ulti. Everything was used in this fight. Phase rush handled the rest, and now it's just Jin remaining. I mean, Gargoyle, what is he gonna do? Like, this team fight was basically decided. They could end it if they played it properly. If they take down a
Definitely,
Jin here, it's dead.
definitely. They're now going for the end. They're flashing on the Jin, but they don't
Yeah.
manage to get him. But it doesn't matter. They are just gonna go with these Baron Dub minions and take the first victory for them.
Yeah, for sure. Base department, they tried to play it well here, but I'm going to be honest, Vladimir doing a lot of damage as well. Jin is going to be unable to actually defend here. Like, it's just not looking good here. I mean, GG well played again. They played it very well, like, from their side. I feel like base department could have won this one as well. But the thing is, like, they kind of got a bit... like, in the mid-game, they were giving out a lot of kills. In terms of vision, they also didn't have a lot of wards up. And I mean, honestly, like in Champion Select itself, like we already talked about, like Vladimir, that's going to be very interesting. But yeah, laning phase for top was just awful. I do respect Shen for, of course, holding out, not giving away too many kills to the Vlad. But yeah, it was just a pretty decisive blow here. Like, again, well played, but it looks like they're just going to take the loss here for this one.
But you can see that base department played it super well early game. They were on plan with what they were planned. However, the fact that the Vladimir was never pressured, he actually had, some might say, just a free laning phase. The guy was just farming as much as possible. Shen did the ulti a couple of times to other lanes, which means Vladimir could even take even more. And then once that Vladimir clicked online on that top side next to Herald, and they turned that team fight around, the Eclipse Lunar just kept on snowballing that lead until they got the victory.
Yeah, that's kind of, if you summarize it like that, that's kind of what happened, and it's a bit unfortunate. It really is. But things like these just happen, and there's not really much you can do about it. But I do respect at least appreciate the performance from base departments. Not giving up till the end. The last team fight, though, if I'm going to be really honest, it was a bit off. Like, I felt like they should have just forced them out of their position, because maybe Jarvan could have maybe done something that's, I don't know. It was difficult, but if they were able to pull off something like a distraction, being able to, if you have just one guy in the jungle and he's running away, flashing away, it's like, oh, he's alone. Like, let's push him. Let's take him down and get this win. Like, if we get this pick, it's good. Like, kind of maybe distract them, mentally. Or like make them think that this is going to be it, and then suddenly surprise them. I feel like the surprise factor would have helped out, especially with Lissandra. Lissandra was very strong here with these surprise engages, like being able to one shot if ahead, by a certain amount. But yeah, again, it was very difficult, and I was hoping for maybe a bit more of a fight from base department, but Shen isn't really a damage dealer. Jarvan also not. If you look at their builds, none of them really did anything about the whole healing. Like, the healing was insane. Also, kind of forced them out of a lot of fights that they could have potentially won.
Yeah, and the fact that they had to bring at least 2 to 3 people just to kill the Vladimir, while Eclipse Lunar was just trading happily a global objective on the other side of the map. That was the best that base department could ever do or hope for at that point of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely hope for game 2 that they fix the draft issue that they had, and try to figure out what do they want to do exactly on the top side of the map, because that's where Eclipse Lunar actually won and snowballed their lead and started from there, and maybe that's the lane that they should tackle.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely agree with you on that. Like, it's again, it's very tough. But I feel like if they, are able to respond to that, I don't know if they will still go for a Vlad ban. Like, maybe they want to play a bit differently, because they know what the strength is of, Vlad top, and hopefully they can learn from their mistakes on there. Also, I haven't really seen anything in terms of like a very good Shen ult. I don't know if you paid attention throughout the game. I've not seen a Shen ult where I was like, damn, this is definitely gonna change the whole game so far, because nobody see them engage, and one person gets very low, and that Shen ult, especially when he gets level 6 early game, no one has anti-shielding or anything that can burst through it. Like, it can be very strong. Like, even late game also pretty strong, but just in general, like, that shield is thick. It's thick as a wall. And it's gonna help. It's gonna help and change the tide of multiple fights. And you could kind of like pull them into a fight that looks like they're gonna win it, and then have Shen ult at that time. I haven't seen anything like that happen throughout the match.
Well, hopefully they pull it out game two, and we could see interesting series. However, for now, guys, we will go on a break, and we will see you and catch you on five.
All right, welcome back to the second match between Base Department and Lunar Eclipse. My name is Arda, and I'm here joined by Goop X yet again to watch another match. Last time we saw a pretty, interesting match. Started off with Base Department playing pretty well early game. They lost one of their players through a couple fights, but other than that, they played pretty well. But in terms of farm and the way Vladimir played on top lane, they were just getting outscaled in terms of performance. And Victor as well, just getting a lot of farm over time. They were really able to counter it as much as they really would have loved to do early on in the game. They did get one Drake, but not all of them, and eventually led to a Baron and a team fight which they lost. Now, Goob X, I think we're both very interested to see who will actually be winning this one out. Will Base Department lose a full out 2-0, or will they get a win here and get ourselves on another possible win, or give us another shot at maybe, a 2-1 at the end of the day, or 1-2, because that could be very fun.
Definitely hoping for a base department victory here, so we get that three games. However, it all will depend on how base department have tackled the issues that they have game one in the free time, and what we look forward to is that what changes have they made to their draft as we go into this game. And as we can see already, the Jarvan is just gone. Tabush is not going to have his Jarvan, which terrorized Eclipse Lunar in that first 10-15 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it definitely did. His performance with Jarvan was very good early on in the game, so I can definitely see why they would ban it. I'm looking forward. Will they also ban Hackrim or go straight for Jinx?
The Jinx is
That's
definitely a viable pick for Eclipse Lunar. I know that they love
Shin's
that pick.
Dao? They
Yeah,
just banned. Okay.
yeah,
Bit
you could
interesting.
tell that Eclipse Lunar think that champion is also OP the Zinchao, right? Like, they took it for themselves and they didn't want to give it to the enemy team. And they're probably gonna go B1 Jinx here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Monsi with the Jinx. Definitely a comfortable pick for him. And a one that you could easily draft around and play around for sure. What
Yeah,
is the
Jinx with
answer is gonna be
today's.
from Eclipse though?
I mean, with
From
today's lethal
Blizzard.
tempo, it's just very strong. Like Jinx
Yeah,
really is strong at the moment with lethal tempo. It's ridiculous. Even early on in the game, she does a lot of damage. And we can see Hecarim. I mean, obviously,
Crickham's here. Okay.
a very
So
free Hecarim pick.
okay. So
Mhm.
the Hecarim could actually have access to Jinx. It's just about what else, what other tools can you have to either help the Hecarim to get there, or maybe get in with him. A support with CC probably, I would assume, like an engage. Okay, that's the Tristana. All right, she
So it
could
looks like they're gonna
definitely
go.
jump in as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they already have two very mobile champs,
Yeah.
like Hecarim, Tristana with the jump. Just overall two very mobile champions. So I'm kind of curious what they will be playing against that, like something with glacial augments, like as a with support with glacial augments. Just any type of slows would be great. We need
Are we gonna see
Seraphine.
the Thresh? Are we gonna see the Thresh with the Jinx? I know Stronger is a Thresh enjoyer. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
The
There's a
Thresh
trash.
is here, and this is gonna be the jungle pick. Maybe the Kiana, Sunderer, the jungler for Eclipse Lunar at the
Mhm.
moment, is he loves that pick. He loves his Kiana, uh, and we can expect it. Or maybe a Gragas actually, because he also loves that pick.
No,
Oh,
it's an echo.
that's a shift of tone.
So
Okay,
a bit
Echo.
of AP and AD mixed, trying to make it difficult for them to decide what are we exactly going to build against this. Like they don't want to have a full AD team. So I guess Echo, being very good. Like, I don't know. The thing is, Hecarim is not squishy and maybe early game a bit, but not late game at all. So the thing is, like they could have maybe gone for Evelyn as well, but Evelyn would have been very bad because I mean look at this Blitzcrank as well. Tristana being able to hop away, just
This
not very
is
great. And maybe Lilia would have also been good.
the Blitzy made it. I mean, the Echo also opened the options for you to go at mid lane if you want. So
Yeah,
a
true.
bit of a flex. But it's most likely, I would say, like 80% it's going to the jungle since Sunder really likes it. All right,
Okay,
the
they already
victor
got
is
Richter
gone
Victor.
from Leocon, so they already eliminated that possibility. They
Yeah,
actually
Darius just
the
completely
Darius keep
botched it.
getting banned. Johnny's is some Darius enjoyer of the top lane.
Yeah, for
I
sure. I
would
don't know why
assume.
they could have also just went for a Darius pick. Like, why would they ban Blitzcrank? Like, they could do it, but I don't know. I think picking Darius would have been better instead of Blitzcrank. Now that I look at it, looks like they'll be banning Scion this time, not
Iron is
Kale.
gone.
So this might be a kill top because Kale is just busted at level 18. But they have to go for late game scaling. Same thing with Jinx. So they have to play early on, like safe.
Oh, his Jax is gone. You were
Hmm.
talking about it earlier, and looks like he's not gonna get it this game.
Are they actually gonna go for Aurelion solo? Like,
I
I
think
know
this
they might
Aurelion
go
Sol
for.
Harbor is a bait. I don't see it going on.
It would be
Right?
funny. It would be funny, but
It
it's
would
gonna
be
be
funny. Okay,
stupid.
Syndrome make more sense, I guess.
Yeah, I
But
guess it makes more
definitely,
sense. I still would have
yeah,
loved to see Aurelion solo, but
yeah.
they
I'd have
really want to take
loved
this
the
Darius.
well. The one Aurelion Sol you could see is that the forbidden tech of Aurelion Sol ADC. There are some enjoyers out there that I hope they stay in the shadows and never come out again. But let's see what gonna be the answer for mid lane here, since we see the Syndra. Maybe something with a longer range here,
Yeah,
or
maybe
like
like
an
Crusade,
AD pick also. Oh,
Azir. Wait. This is gonna be
Azir.
very fun. Hold on.
Shurima
All
is
right.
here. The Emperor is here. Okay,
And
this
Tryndamere.
is nice. So basically, that's a lot. That's good amount. Oh, Tryndamere. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what is gonna be the top lane answer now? Tryndamere top is just
Yeah,
beyond broken.
at the moment.
Yeah.
There's a lot that Tryndamere can do that a lot of other champions can't. The survivability with this champ, like getting a lot of attacks. Like the only thing that's really bad is CC.
Colette.
And I mean, Colette, it's a good pick. It's a good
It's a
pick.
good
But
pick. Yeah,
yeah,
synergy with the definitely synergy with the Hecarim and the movement and the access that he could allow to the Jinx. I would say the the Eclipse Lunar team comps look like a 4-1 kind of team comp where you would have to split push with the Tryndamere and the four other champions would just play for themselves. I don't think they ever want to group up with the Tryndamere. And for the base department, they just want to run them down, Run that Jinx, run that Azir, kill them, and just win the game that way. Um, one thing we haven't or we forgotten to touch on is that for Eclipse Lunar, this is their first official game with their new jungler, Sunderer, right? He
hmm
um, he came after their other jungler disappears uh, into the vast nebula, or and out of it came Sunderer, and definitely for a first game, he is playing super well. Um, and I'm really looking forward what he's going to do with this Echo, a champion that has a lot of tools, a lot of ways to play, a lot of outplays, and definitely he could do
CC early game
some.
as well. Maybe trying to go for an early invade, but against Hecker, I mean, a lot of movement speed. I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
exactly do that, but
I,
he
I
has the
think
options.
I think early game he would be looking to farm a little bit more until he has some couple of items, and then where you're gonna see him just one-shotting Syndra, one-shotting Tristana left and right, and being a menace. For the Azir and the Jinx, I definitely see it as being like this. Oh, we're peeling for our Jinx. You're gonna come. We're gonna put a wall. You're gonna come. We have a lantern. Many peeling tools for her, and for the Tryndamere, this is gonna be the Joker. This is gonna be the guy who's just gonna run around the map, do whatever he wants. Take top farm, take the jungle farm, and just do what Tryndamere do best and make you not want to play League of Legends ever again.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing with Tryndamere. I mean, the way he can go over walls with his E as well. Like it's so strong with Tryndamere. Like those thick walls you have on top lane. Like he just abuses that so much. Like being able to get away out of multiple scenarios. Like same thing with Zeri. Like that's the reason why she's also being banned here. I mean, obviously, just very strong at the moment, and
Yeah,
they're gonna profit off this Tryndamere for sure.
the fact that he could just scream on your face and then he has that what seems for eternity undying ulti.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's that thing. I think it's about time Rito Games to rework Trindamir. It's about time we do something about this champion. What would you say, RD?
Um, Honestly, I would maybe like lower his ult duration. His ult duration is a bit crazy. Like there's no way, and there's no way to actually play against it. Like it's like Olaf ult, but you're unkillable. You're actually unkillable.
Yeah,
um,
but I think like this champion is his kit is so outdated at the moment. There are so many
mhm.
like ADHD champions with the Aurelia, Akali, outplays in these champions which are actually fun to play and can show some skill. But then you look at Tryndamere and all you do is like I'm right clicking
There
at the
shouldn't be
moment.
that much of a
That's
high reward and easy to play
crazy.
high reward. Like that combination shouldn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if it's easy to play, it shouldn't be as strong as I think we get the point. It's like a combination of how difficult is it to play this champion, or how long does it take to master it, or master certain areas of this champion, and at the same time, what's the reward you're getting out of it?
You can see we're unloading screen and the Tristana opted for that exhaust
And
and
I
the
think this is
Kled.
mainly because of the movement speed of Jinx. Like Jinx, when she gets one, like Jinx has a lot of movement speed in her passive.
Yeah. And also it can really make the Echo diving the Tristana life being hell. If he get exhausted, he is getting out of there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The 10.
second.
10, right? 0 10.
Yeah.
I'm 0 10. Yeah. Play. All right, and it looks like we'll be directed to players here. It looks like they'll all be going for an invade, actually.
Oh, there's pings on the bot lane. The Blitzcrank is looking to do what he does best,
And
grabbing
it's invade.
someone from their
Yeah,
team, kidnapping them, and just slaying them.
that's
Is
kind of
it
what they're
gonna
looking
happen?
for.
Is it gonna happen though?
I have a
As you can
lot of,
see,
yeah.
the Eclipse Lunar didn't really do any changes that they playing versus a. Okay, you can see that they put that ward on the top side, so they already know that their bot side is just has been invaded, and they're pinging. They don't know where base departments are, but now that they saw the Hecarim, they can
I can
breathe
see
a
Jughead,
bit.
making sure he doesn't get in vision, so they think it's
Yeah.
just Hecarim, moving there.
And we can see Hekram already has the mental advantage. He got an award. He has 1 CS. So he is technically ahead right now. Oh, wait.
hmm
Well, he's going to be late for this buff, probably. Yeah. He's going to start Wolves because he's late.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's very good though, because at the same time, it doesn't really show you which side Hecarim actually started. Like at the
But
same
they
time.
already have the buff. They have the ward on
Oh
the
yeah,
lane.
that's true. Yeah, I completely
So
forgot. But good notice on that. I thought he was actually removing, but there were two wards there. I thought it was just
yeah.
one, but there's actually two wards there. Now Azir is something I don't really see that often, especially around plat. Like you see Azir a lot at pro play, and because of
No.
how they play Azir pro play, they like nerf him every time. But
Yeah,
he's
this
still such.
champion.
Yeah, he's getting
His
a lot of
kit.
hate.
Yeah, his kit is just too much for pro play. It's almost as it's impossible to balance. So he's either on the abyss of not being viable or being one of the best picks on the mid lane.
hmm
The Both Jen and Gillard, I think, will go for a full clear on the early game. As we can see, the Hecarim is heading toward his top side, the Echo's heading toward his bot side, and definitely there could be openings where we might see this Tryndamere give first blood. Oh, is it gonna happen?
Yeah, actually. He does get the Ignite on the Tryndamere, but the Tryndamere gets away, and Kled is
Okay.
unable to respond to that. He has Ignite Teleport. Like, if he had Flash, instead of... I mean, you need to teleport, let's be honest. Great performance here by Pitavan. That's definitely a dive for the Hecarim. He's going to be able to flash out of here.
And he gets first blood.
No, it's going to be Echo taking a kill there. But they still get the first blood, so it's worth it regardless. But at the same time, it's kind of unfortunate. Like, you should be, like, aware, like, Echo's going to start topside.
Yeah,
Echo got the leash there.
Is so happy right now. He got his refresh on his blue buff and his red buff, so his blue buff is gonna stay as much as his red buff almost. He is feeling it. He's gonna take this Cuttle, and this is definitely what you don't want as a base department Echo to have, and a kill in the early game that give him that edge that he needs to be a menace.
I think what they should have done in this situation is have them move towards Echo's Raptors to see if Echo's there and be able to play for Tabush, you know, keeping him safe after that dive on Azir. I think that would have been way better. Like, that way, maybe Tabush would have survived, or they could have gotten another kill out of that situation or forced Echo away. That would have been huge for base department, but it looks like they chose to not do that here.
No, definitely Echo a big advantage for him at the moment. The CS department on top lane, this is a huge wave for the Tryndamere, and if the Vladimir moves top side to try to deny some of this wave, this will be really huge for Kled. Because
With the Vladimir, or are you talking about someone else?
I'm talking about the Tryndamere. I'm sorry.
Tryndamere,
the Vladimir
yeah.
still stuck in my mind. That performance. Still stuck
No,
in my
it's
mind.
okay. Like, it's okay. Vladimir, Tryndamere, and at the same time, you know, it has like the same last few words, so I don't blame you. But yeah, Tryndamere definitely would love to take this wave. Like, it's all about farming, getting those great items.
He's getting most of it. Yeah, we're almost like few CS difference. That's really good for Tryndamere. Almost that early game, the level 2 trade just didn't really matter because of that. He's just 2 CS behind. This is really good.
Looks like he's moving up with his E.
Oh, he's moving in.
Auto attacks a couple times, but he's not getting that crit chance.
The limit is... Okay.
You know,
As you can see,
one level behind.
Kled had to press EQ, auto attack, you know, mix it up. And Tryndamere was just right-clicking right there. That is... Oh!
Ooh, Tabush missing, not missing? Wait, what is exactly happening here? Echo is in a pretty difficult spot, but they're trying to lock down Jughead. He might get killed here. Not looking great, and it looks like they're not going to be able to pull off this against Echo, and he's just going to get the double kill on top, and that is huge for Lunar Eclipse, and just like that, again, base department getting too aggressive. Helicon actually disconnecting? Oh, the game seems to have...
But base department top side get right-clicked by this Tryndamere. Get outplayed. This champion, as you saw, how much damage he did just because he had a lot of rage. He almost critted every auto attack in that exchange. That was ridiculous amount of damage.
That is true. I definitely agree with you. Like, it's very difficult. And I mean, the way we've seen base department play, like, they played it so well so far, and here we go. Helicon has to flash disconnected for some reason. Don't exactly know what is going on with the team
this
here.
This is the bug after the pause. All right, we're back at it. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And it looks like Pritabar wants to go for engage here. Does take down the Echo here. So that's pretty huge. Again, this is something base department needs. Like, they want to get the Drakes now. Like, objectively, like, in terms of objectives, they have not played well last game. They needed this game.
Yeah. And now this Drake is up for grabs for the base department because they managed to get that Echo.
We can see Hecarim and Blitzcrank both on that Drake.
This Collect is level 6 as well. The Tryndamere is still not level 6. Is he close to it?
He's gonna try and actually pull something off. He does get the ignite on him, and he takes him down. And this is a huge shutdown for the Kled. Jughead. Oh, that would have actually been a good grab, but unluckily the minion was just barely in the way there. Now Trash will be taking on Perturbato here, the Blitzcrank. It looks like he's going to be moving back. They're going to try and get the control. They do get the control. Echo is moving up. They have to be faster. They cannot get too close. And Perturbato looks like he's going to be dying here for the Tristana. He does not want his ADC to die. He's just going to be able to suicide here in the Echo, which I don't know if that was a great idea, but it definitely gave Tristana more time to breathe and get out of the situation.
Yeah, exactly. And did the Blitz die with Flash there?
No, his flash is actually still up. For some reason, he didn't use his flash to flash through the wall, which is something I'm still confused about. But I'm assuming there might be a reason for this. Like maybe he thought Tresh would like just queue it, but I would have still tried to flash away like that. He had the wall here. He could have just done that, but for some reason he didn't.
Maybe he's saving it for a big play that we should be looking forward to. That's my guess.
Yeah, even Tresh is pinging Blitzcrank's flash, but
probably
thinks that he used it already, but that's not the case.
No, he still has it. He still has it.
Yeah.
Regardless, the top side, what happened on top side though was really huge. The Kled got what probably could be the last kill he will get versus this Tryndamere, because Tryndamere now has the access to that ulti, and it will definitely not be. It's not going to be easy to get a kill.
Oh, this is huge. I think it would have been better for Tabush there to actually go behind and then E him back towards the Blitzcrank. That could have caused them to actually have a better fight there. Maybe kill the Tresh possibly, but yeah, they kind of messed that one up there. And we can see Echo looks like they're gonna go for.
Yes,
we're gonna see a dive on top, but they're not gonna move too far. They're just gonna take the wave, and he's just gonna get away. Like they're not even gonna get close towards the tower.
Yeah,
like he knows.
He's getting denied. He's getting denied minions and golden XP at the moment, which is really huge. In the meantime, the Jinx, sure, she's being pushed in, but she is getting that gold. She is getting that XP, and so far, Eclipse Lunar are just in the lead of this game.
This could be huge. Looks like they're going to go on the Echo. We have the mid laner Helicon here as well. The trainer could be unlocking that ult. He is going to be doing that. They're going to try. He's going to try and look for maybe a kill here on the way to Bush engage. Now there was no reason to do that. He could have waited for the ult to expire. Maybe he miscalculated, but they're still able to shut down the Tryndamere. Echo is going to be on his red side, but if Clark gets a huge pusher towards that top turret, while that's happening, Perturbato is going to die here. Jake's ulti down. And Tristana still alive, not shut down yet.
And that was the Blitz Flash that we were looking toward. Where's the Blitz Flash? Well, he used it to make a play on that Jinx, and it just backfired on them. The Tryndamere died on the top lane trade. That was good timing by Helicon on that ulti as the Undying Rage is ending.
Ooh, we can see an engage here from the Hecarim. Tabush, they know that he doesn't have ult, but here comes the mid lane and the top lane, and now Tabush is kind of stuck here with this Tryndamere. Doesn't know what to do. He's walking back, and it looks like he also does not want to engage the Hecarim anymore. And this, why was he recalling over there? That was completely. Why was the Echo doing that? For some reason, Kled also getting the ignite, making sure that he's not going to be able to get away or maybe use his ult in that scenario. I don't know why Echo wasn't going further away from that situation.
It's just Sander's usual disrespectful recall. You know, he has to do it every game. He has to recall in front of the enemy team to test their mental, see like how huge you know, their ego are, and he did it this game, and this means his win condition is actually achieved at the moment.
I mean, at the same time, I don't know if inting is a win condition, but if that's the way he wants to play it, are they gonna? Yeah, they're gonna go for the pickup on the Rift. I thought maybe the support would get it, so that the Syndra and the Hecarim would, you know, follow up. But at the bottom would just get the Rift real quick. But looks like they're not gonna be doing that. They just want to have the Tabush recalling pretty fast for possibly his item here, Turbo Chem Tank.
Turbo Chem Tank, it's looking like.
Ooh, Perturbato does get the engage here, but no one's able to follow up. I guess it's nice to always have like one hook, but it would have been better to maybe wait that one out, Trash is going to pull back his teammate, get the shield.
Syndra.
Helicon being able to flash away, but he's getting
Syndra?
pretty stuck here by one of the players. But here they go. This could be huge. The ulti is down and gets it on Azir. Azir did have his ulti as well. Could have maybe made an outplay there, but he did not have the flash to go behind, or did not have enough movement speed or enough time to go behind or make that choice. It looks like they're going to get that mid tower. Clyde is able to respond to this Tryndamere, and this is huge. They get ourselves another Drake as well. I mean, they could easily just take it right now. They're looking for the Echo first, though. You can see the Echo is waiting for maybe a possible steal, and at the same time, they're not going to go entirely for this.
They're looking for more picks.
It's been huge, but looks like Perturbar is not going to be able to go for that. They want to do this Drake. Like they can. They know that they can, but they have to pull it out. Because Echo could just easily dash over. Echo has his ult ready to make a crazy play. He does not have flash. They really need to prio him. They do not get it on him. This is a smite battle between the Echo or Wizard. Echo has to use his ulti early on, and he has to back off. And this means that they actually do get the Drake, and we see them getting another frag there, or another kill there as well on the Tresh. Tresh goes down. Tryndamere, or Tristana gets an early kill. Finally, like Tristana being very passive so far. But it looks like Gargoyle will finally get a kill here. 1-2-0.
Yeah.
Pretty good for Tristana so far. Even though they haven't gotten the shutdown on the Jinx yet. But look at this. Tryndamere actually again forced to back off. Yeah, Kled. I don't know what they've done to Kled, but lately he's been doing a lot of damage for being a tank, I guess, and having kind of double HP.
Yeah, and global ulti, and it's an insane champion. But the Jinx is looking for that Tristana at the moment.
But Tristana can do whatever she wants. Quickly able to get away with that jump.
Definitely, like the last, I would say, 5 minutes has been really good for base department. They've been using the Blitzcrank. He's going again. Okay, the Azir managed to get away. So they've been definitely using this Blitzcrank to do what this team come do best, and not getting a picks early on, and just making scaling very difficult to achieve for Eclipse Lunar at the moment. And they're really achieving it. They have 2 dragons. They have a decent gold lead, almost at 700, I would say 800, and it just this top side again. This Tryndamere applying so much pressure ahead on farm, and the fight.
But look, he has to use his ult here again, and Kled could still win it out. He's gonna give it away, but that crit damage is still gonna be shutting down Kled here. Tryndamere is so strong. He did continue Tryndamere's lethal tempo there, and his crit chance. It's absolutely insane. If Hecarim can still go for a gank, it looks like Hecarim will be doing exactly that. And he's gonna be flashing away. He's gonna be jumping up. Gets that chem tank, and he might actually be able to get the kill here. Yes, he does.
Okay,
he does. But Triumph gets him a bit more health. And I mean, honestly, looking at Tryndamere, the current state of him, this was pretty worth.
Yeah, definitely. And Tryndamere could still threaten that topside tower being taken. The Echo's going in.
Ooh, he actually kept his ult. Like,
oh, the hook!
The hook there was huge, but even though he used his ult there as well, and Syndra still gets the takedown there. And Echo, look at this, completely spot on. The teleport was beautiful, but they do not manage to actually take down Echo there, though. It was pretty close. Tristana able to jump away.
This Blitzcrank is a psychopath. He just keeps flashing on everyone and hooking.
Look at this. Nice flash. They want to go for the trash, but look, coming from down. They know that he doesn't even need a scrap. They're just gonna get the trash here and quickly move on. They could have maybe up on the Jinx there, a bit unfortunate, but still very well played.
It's funny seeing Blitzcrank going around the map, just like hooking everyone in their lane while they're just trying to scale. It's like, please, Mr. Blitzcrank, let me get this far. No, you're not. Oh, look what they're gonna do to the Jinx.
They don't even need
God.
Was forced back, and that ult there from Tristana, I'm assuming, yeah, that was definitely Tristana ult. Basically like Vigar ult, but, you know, 80.
Yeah. Okay.
And we can see again, Echo barely getting away. This Kled is so strong. Like, level 11, the highest level this entire game, actually. I don't know if you noticed that, but he's really farming well. He's really playing well against this Tryndamere. Got very close with killing him. He's not ahead in CS, but in terms of other things, like, he's just ahead. Furthest.
Yeah, but then you see him going versus the Tryndamere, and then you're like, wow, why is Tryndamere so good and the Kled is so useless? It just keep piling, you know, these top lane champions. However, we just saw that Tristana got that first tower on the bot lane. She have her mythic already and a half of another item. She have that zeal, longsword. This Tristana is definitely strong at the moment. She could probably one-shot the Jinx and the Azir. And some would say with that exhaust, she could do that to the Echo as well, if she wishes so. And we have the Dragon coming in 1 minute. Oh, the fight on top
But
lane.
that's an engage. That beautiful hook there from Blitzcrank. This is what they need. All they need is to not die in the process.
Not
Is he
die,
able to
Blitz.
eat the process? No, he's not.
Oh.
Trinidad's able to get the kill here on Blitzcrank. This is huge for base department. It looks like they'll be going for a rift instead of the Drake, and this could also be very nice. They're gonna be trading out on the objectives. I mean,
Yeah.
they could still go for the fight. They took down Tryndamere. I would have personally moved, like, they've got Tristana, they've got Hecarim. They could have also moved in with
they
Kled.
go
Like,
for Syndra.
Kled still has ult.
That
It looks like they're gonna be waiting it out. They're still
really good
moving
denial
towards the
by the
Drake, though?
Syndra. Yeah. This Drake is definitely theirs. It's in 10 seconds. The Hecarim. This is second herald, so it will take Hecarim ages to do that one. I mean, he already got it. He's heading bot side. We could see a team fight coming in.
That's true. And there we go. Beautiful grab.
Oh,
Scrank, that was huge. They got the Rift Herald as well. And look at this. They don't even need the jungler to do this. Echo is just going to get destroyed in this spot. Kled moving on, getting another frag on the Jinx. Jinx gets taken out to kill. I mean, sorry, not frag, kill. And look at them. They have that control down. They have the vision over the Drake. They get themselves another objective. This is beautiful. Base department is just killing it.
yeah, base department is on their sole point for Dragon. They managed to get the Herald, Gamble going bot side, getting the kills on bot side, or the frags. It doesn't really matter. It's all the same, and they're just so far ahead on the lead right now.
Yeah, for sure. You can see Pritabaro going for that recall. And, I mean, honestly, Tristana also going for recall as well. And they're going to get themselves. They got a lot of gold, from that team fight, the Drake, everything. And now, Kled still ahead against this Tryndamere. Like, I was kind of expecting Tryndamere to be stronger here, but that's not going to be the case. Even with Kraken Slayer, he's not pulling up that much of a fight.
I would say, to be honest, Tryndamere is ahead. He is definitely ahead in gold, but I think what Tryndamere is afraid of is that every time he keeps going in a trade versus this Kled, he just keeps getting ganked by 3 people, and he's going in right now.
And look at that. The Echo's coming, but this time he does have a bit more health. But here comes Juggernaut. He did not expect
comes
the
Blitzy.
Echo to be in, but here comes the Hecarim pushing him into the tower. They should probably focus the Echo here. Kind of CC. They get themselves another frag, but they still get the Tryndamere down. There goes Hecarim with the frag. He gets slowed by the smite, but Hecarim is so fast. He has to use the flash as well. He still does not get away. What is that?
What?
Wait,
Oh, that was
what?
so close. A Q? Didn't he have his Q up?
He could have, like, he could have dived that. He could have dived that. For some reason,
could've,
Echo
for
also
sure.
stopped recalling. Echo still stands still. He's still waiting there.
He went
How
that far.
did
He
Echo
went that
get
far,
away
baby.
with that? He would have
That was-
easily taken down Echo. I'm so surprised he did not go for the Echo there. Look at this. Such a free kill just sitting there waiting to be picked up. And Hecarim didn't want to do it.
He probably was waiting for that Echo ulti. I know Echo didn't have ulti on that trade, but
Echo,
it was
I don't
coming
know
up
if yet.
very soon.
Yeah, it was coming up, yeah.
very soon. Yeah. So
And I guess that's
probably
what
a
he
good
was
decision.
scared of. That's what he was
Yeah.
scared of. Yeah, from his perspective, it might have been a good decision, but for us, it's like, wow, you could have actually
It's
killed him
like,
there.
yeah, just go for it, man. We're already playing like maniacs right here.
Yeah, true. Like, he had phase rush, he had everything on his side, but I guess it was just not enough.
So we can see that this line of vision right now is on the bot side, allowing the Syndra to push that side lane freely, while all of the action is happening on the top side. But we only see like a couple of wards right there. Echo just found this pink ward that I think gotten a lot of value being there. It was played.
This Azir's
quite
not
early
playing well,
on.
by the way. I don't know if you noticed this, but I haven't seen anything interesting from the Azir. Coming in with the flea, being able to see him and not having his ult ready. He is vulnerable.
No,
Look
yeah.
at Tryndamere is completely useless without the ult. Look at that.
Yeah, without that ulti, this Tryndamere is just like a chicken waiting to be roasted at the moment. And they're gonna dive the Echo with the ulti. Alright, this is some ballsy play is gonna happen on top side.
And here he goes. He
Oh,
finally
that's
uses his ult. Using his ult so early. Don't know why he did that. But that caused them to get
Ooh.
themselves another free kill. Look at that.
And they could go to Baron at the moment. This is
Yeah.
so free, this Baron. Tristana has a lot of damage, and the Clit could also do a lot of damage for it. This is their Baron to grab.
And if they recall this and they just straight go for a mid push, I think they can end.
Oh,
Like,
and
look at
the
their team. Like,
dragon.
Tristana is so strong. Hail of Blades 4-2-0. This Syndra 5-2-0. Hecarim 5-3. Like, they're all going positive. The Blitzcrank just being there ready to grab stuff. This team is ready to take up a fight.
Yeah, this Blitzcrank definitely is just putting everybody on those thick shoulders of his and just like, let's go, guys, let's win this game. Grabbing everyone left and right and just winning and grabbing those carries of Eclipse Lunar that need a lot of time at this moment to really hit their double items, triple items power spike. That's where they shine, these champions. But they're not allowed to hit that. With Blitzcrank, just keep showing on their lanes every few minutes. He's doing a really good job. He's already having the vision for the upcoming dragon, which is their soul point, and this should be a big fight. Knowing Lunar, I don't think they will give up this streak. I mean, they should, but they would not give up the streak. They will go and fight this to the end. This dragon. This should be interesting. In 30 seconds.
And we can see Tryndamere going for the attack here on the Kled and still backing off. This guy is scared, like he's gonna get ganked or he's gonna overstay the fight. And in the long run, if this guy had any type of like maybe bloodthirst or something like that, but no, I guess not. Like no type of healing, something to maybe sustain himself towards the fight or throughout the fight.
Yeah,
And Drake
but
also
definitely,
spawning up.
yeah, this Tryndamere doesn't seem to be interested in what's going to happen on the bot side. It seems that Lunar will give up this Drake, the soul point, or maybe the Echo is just gonna go for a steal. But as you can see, the vision, the Echo cannot approach its jungle. Look how is he pathing. He cannot just go in that jungle, and that's all. That's
Jinx, yeah, it's over.
yeah.
Look
the
at that. Jinx getting
just-
taken out just like that. Quick shutdown. 1-3.
This-
She has Lord Dominic's and Gale Force, but that's definitely not gonna be up because he crit defense on Hecarim. Like it's over. This Tryndamere is useless.
Yeah. This blitz, man. This blitz
It's
it
beautiful.
just-
Look at this fight, and the Azir ult is coming in clutch though. But Tryndamere still gets taken out by Tristana. We can see Hecarim moving up, going for the trash, and it's looking a bit tougher with the flash coming in as well. He's gonna dive it. Look at that dive. He tanks all that damage. A double kill in there as well. Azir and Trash both get taken down. And you can see them slowly pushing up. Echo is just basically one shot. Like all they need to do is just dive in once and it's over. Just like that. Echo getting taken out by Kled, and he goes for another dive on the Jinx. He's getting a bit low, a bit too greedy, and that ult only gets moved into that, but it is over. Jinx getting a shutdown, but that's it. Oh, flashes away, tries to kite, but no, look at this Tristana. It's ridiculous. GG. Well played. It is absolutely insane.
Well played by base department. They definitely changed it up. They did not play that style where we just have to play defensive in champions that we weren't comfortable on. They got the Blitzcrank, they got the Kled, they got the Hecarim, and as you could see, they were doing stuff like these three. I'm sure the scoreboard looks good for say Tristana or Syndra, but definitely this Blitzcrank was doing a lot of work this game. He just kept hooking every carry, almost every flash hook he did was just perfect. It was perfect, and I'm expecting maybe this Blitz should be banned by Eclipse Lunar. He was just doing a lot of work. Definitely for Lunar, their team comp was a little bit harder to play from the first game. And if they just pick something simple for the next game, they pick something that maybe scales on 5v5s, then maybe we could see a different game. But definitely, regardless, third game should be really a banger to wait on.
Anyways, again, well played to both sides, and I think Goob, you agree with me. This was a very tough game, I guess, for both. Like base department early on, they had to pull through a lot with that Tryndamere, and I guess with the Echo as well. And honestly, I think it was just well played overall. Like base department, they start off a bit sluggish. Like I feel like maybe in Champions, like they just didn't make the right calls. I was still confused about the Azir pick. Like maybe I was trying to wait for something to happen, like in their own scenario, but or like something that they could take advantage of. But I've not seen anything too impressive with that Azir. Honestly,
Yeah.
like not really much. Like maybe he could have just picked Vigar and would have had a higher impact. Like Azir is very difficult to actually play alone because of all these nerfs and the way he's playing in pro play. It's very difficult to play him.
Yeah.
properly, and I don't know, it's a bit risky to do something like that. But at the same time, I still feel like this is gonna be an interesting match. They both had their own wins, and base department, they know that Hecarim, they gotta ban that one because that jungler is super strong against them. At least they're not having a great time. They're unable to counter it, and it's a pretty comfort pick here coming in from Tabush. So yeah, just in general, I'm looking forward to see what's gonna happen. But before we end it off, Goop, is there anything else you want to like mention or sign us off?
I just want to say that we will be back in 5, and it should be a banger of a third game.
Mhm.
Stay tuned, guys.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the third match today. Yeah, the third, something that we would have loved to see, and we are actually seeing that happening as we speak. Base Department and Lunar Eclipse are both ready to go at it again with this ban phase. And honestly, Goop, I think we're both very interested to see what they will actually go. You know, the Azir pick was a bit weird. Like, I think we both agree not really much has happened throughout the whole game with the Azir. And before that, we have also seen picks like, I think the first map or the first map. What am I saying? Again, going back to this FPS game. But
Yeah.
the actual match, we've seen great performance from Base Support early game, but that Xin Zhao really out jungling the Jarvan. And even though the Jarvan had Jarvan was still very strong enough to actually force them to ban him instead of Hecarim. But then they didn't ban Hecarim, and you know what happened on that map, that second match. Tryndamere just getting ganked heavily, like really treated bad, and not really make him a viable champion throughout all the team fights. I've actually seen him rather get destroyed in team fights, if I'm going to be honest. And with that CC, not being able to press his R in some situations, or just not having it ready, really killed it.
Yeah,
Was
definitely.
Mhm.
Whenever Tryndamere was eing forward on the top lane trades, there were just a Hecarim down there in the bush, just waiting, anticipating for him to jump in, and then they would just clamp back. And I don't blame the club's Lunar top laner for at the later half of the game not being comfortable taking trade versus the Clid, even though he definitely could have won many of those trades, but the support presence and the jungler presence of base department was really something that game, and I just hope that they can replicate it this game. And the question on my mind: will we see a Blitzcrank ban? Will we see that?
I don't know. Zyra already early on. I mean, I think we all can agree. Like they're not a fan of Zyra. The way Zyra performed in the first, like we've seen him a bot lane a couple
The
times getting
first
killed.
ban,
And the Blitzcrank, of course.
yeah, it's
Not
gone.
even like, of course, the first three bans are still like, even if you Blitzcrank ban on the third or Blitzcrank ban on the first, it doesn't matter. It's still a Blitzcrank ban. But to see it happen on the first thing, like I can agree with you here, Coop. That is funny. And here we go. Just the
With the
two
Hecarim.
most annoying champs from last game.
Yeah.
Hecarim and Blitz are out of this way. But I'm interested. Will they go for a first pick on Darius? Because maybe bot lane could counter pick this one. Because
But they've
what I'm
been
seeing here,
mm. But
top
what they've
lane.
been doing, they were banning Darius on the second rotation, I think, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, probably we will not see it early, as both teams usually look to secure their bot lane side of the map with a
Philios?
jungler.
This
Oh,
could be
Aphelios
an
is
Aphelios
open.
pick, actually. They
Caitlyn
banned
is
Jinx.
open.
Yeah, true, but Aphelios as well. We all know the performance with the ADC from the base department. Aphelios is it. Gargoyle.
Is he a Aphelios enjoyer?
He's an Aphelios enjoyer. And I'm curious, will
Nice.
they go for the first pick here on Aphelios? I hope they do, because
Yeah,
that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. They need that. There we
yeah.
go. That's what we want. Aphelios. Like,
Definitely a
this is
strong
gonna be it.
ADC. Yeah,
Very
definitely
strong
strong
if you
on
know how to
ADC
play
in
him,
the
especially
making.
with like
Yeah.
melee range. A lot of people underestimate Aphelios actually on melee. Like he lifesteals so much with one of his weapons on melee. Like he's able to sustain himself in those fights, and being able to use his weapons properly and accordingly to based on every situation. He's a very strong ADC. And there you go, Xin
Well,
Zhao.
Zhenshao
Mhm.
is here. For
Yeah.
Aphelios, with the gun rotation and everything, I think I would rather go back to medical school for 7 years again than actually learning all of his guns and interaction, because that thing is a PhD project more than a champion for that champion. We can see the Caitlyn is being picked into the field. It's a decent matchup for them. But now you actually need like a support that could give the Aphelios some space, possibly something like a Thresh. Um, certainly can provide that.
Yeah. And it's also, yeah, there we
There
go.
it
It's gonna
is.
be the
There
trash.
it is. Okay,
Definitely able
so
to
what are they
mhm.
gonna take now for Tabush? Because the Hecarim is going. The Jarvan is still open though. Is he going to go for the Jarvan?
And
Oh,
no, they're actually not. They're gonna wait out on their jungle. They're actually gonna go for Urgot, but Urgot can be counterpicked. I don't know if they want to do this. They do. get the Urgot.
Yeah, definitely. This is like Urgot's blind pick is
Oh,
so yeah.
kill.
Oh, this is
This could be bad.
difficult. This is difficult for topside right now. Like this is why you don't pick Urgot blind pick most of the time. If you just pick a champion that can outrage him, then Urgot cannot just exist in the game.
True. He needs a lot of ganks. This is just gonna be.
Yeah,
Oh, Jarvan. Okay, so
the
they're
Jarvan is
they actually,
gone.
yeah, they're gonna focus. They're gonna prio the jungler here. I don't know why I still don't get the
Yeah,
Urgot
why
pick.
did they why did they take the Urgot? It's like it's not the best pick to take, especially when something like Kale or Kennen is open. It's like just secure a jungler for to push on the first rotation, and then you can look for something different on top side. But it seems that their plan is just to secure that Urgot. Maybe the base department top laner just like really thinks that Urgot is a very good champion at the moment, and he's comfortable playing it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So they got rid of their mid laners. I was about to Helicon could actually profit or take a lot with that Ari, but they're gonna get rid of that. Ari would have also been such a good pick here, by the way. Now I just noticed that. Like great for
Yeah,
the mid lane. Helicon is very good with Ari.
yeah, but as you can see, it's gone. Maybe Halcon could look for something like a Karma. I know he's a Karma enjoyer from when I played versus him.
Ziggs.
Definitely,
Ziggs mid. There's a lot
but
of squishy champs, really. Like I don't know if you notice it, but a lot of them are one shots. And
yeah.
maybe kill not if she goes AP and has a bit more health, but with like a Riftmaker.
Hmm. Like the Ziggs just doesn't. It's a very high range team comp that
Wait, what?
okay
Nautilus? Wait. They're
Nautilus.
struggling. They're struggling with this one. Are they going to be able to
That's
pick?
an
Okay, a
okay.
Nautilus.
So
Well, it's fine. It's
engage.
fine.
Yeah.
Pretty easy hook. Yeah.
For engage secure onto the Aphelios as well, he could just press R and then Q and just make Aphelios' life being hell. With that CC that has provide definitely can provide some beef. You mentioned that they're kind of squishy and oh Ramos,
Rammus. All right, here we
Ramos, let's
go.
go.
This might get a
All
lot more
right,
interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
this is definitely Ramos. Okay.
And there we go, Syndra. All right, great
Hmm.
picks overall. Like Urgot's the
Hmm.
only one that's gonna have issues. The other ones, I mean, Rammus very tanky. Shinzo can't just burst him down.
Okay, if you just like skip that there is an Orgut in this team comp, like this sounds a really solid for picks that they have at the moment. You
Yeah,
have
our
the
picks.
Ramos versus many auto attacking champions. That's where the champion really shines the best. I'm
I think they
a
wanted. I think.
Ramos
Sorry for
enjoyer in
interrupting you, but I
Eclipse.
think they really wanted Kale and Caitlyn to go, and again Corki as well.
Yeah.
Like sort of with the auto attacks, but
So
yeah,
a lot of scaling on Eclipse. A lot of scaling. They have the Kale with the Corki and that Caitlyn as well. While we have just the Aphelios here, yeah, it it's certainly it's just that the Urgot really doesn't make any sense right here. But we might
I
see
think they.
great stuff from it.
I think they want Kale to be picked here for the Rammus. Maybe it's like a reverse psychology thing. They
Oh, they
wanted them to pick Kale.
like they did the five
Because
head
they know
in my
Jughead.
head.
They know Jughead can survive. We've seen with Shen and Vladimir. They know that he can
Mm,
survive this.
mm.
But again, early game,
Yeah.
he's gonna have a fun time. After level 12, it's gonna be
But we can see that the Aphelios is going to be the main focus point to carry base department right here. And as for Eclipse Lunar, they actually have multiple carries right here. The KO is just if she gets level 11, that champion is just gonna be wrecking you left and right. The Corki has his poke that he can do just one sneaky rocket onto that Aphelios, and Aphelios is gonna be like probably at 70, at like 30% HP, 20% HP. Um, so far, the Eclipse Lunar team comp really is favored. Um, but it's all about like how you also play it. The Ramos here, he's just gonna provide a lot of tankiness. But see, the build path for Ramos is also gonna be interesting, as in he's versus two AD champions and two AP champions, and I think this champion excels really well when you have only one sort of damage. If the enemy team is like whole, all of them are AP or all of them are AD. But when you have disparity between the damage types, then is not as great as possibly as it could be. But you know, this is just speculation, and maybe they could prove me wrong. Maybe Tabush could prove for the third game that his picks are just
I mean, talking about movement speed, Tambush seems to be very good with that, especially with Hecarim. And
yeah.
Rammus, kind of similar on that level. Maybe even faster on the edge, like the last part of his Q.
Yeah,
I
you
can see him
just
do a lot. I can see him do a
you,
lot. It's like a
you
linear
just
line.
you just max Q, build that beloved Kim tank, and just go in.
Mm-hmm.
Like they probably wouldn't even have a time to reaction if you come from like a good angle on Fog of War. They would just see a ball, a Sonic, just come in at them, and CC them for what seems to be eternity as well. The pressure also on this Syndra in that midline matchup. She really needs to shut down the Corki early on and just prevent him from becoming online as much as possible with her stuns, with her setup, with her one shot potential. Like this Syndra could really bully this Corki so much. Um, for the bot lane though, I actually don't know. Like, I think Caitlyn wins it, right? I'm not sure. What do you think, Arby?
I think if the trash plays this right and Aphilos gets pretty fed early on, Caitlyn's useless. Because the thing is,
Mm,
Caitlyn has to get kills early game, in my opinion, to be very viable mid game, maybe even late game. But with Aphelios, like the late game scale, he's pretty comfortable. Like as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, they're good. Like as long as they can play this game very safe and outskill them all, except
true.
Corki maybe and Kill. Corki and Kill the only
Yeah.
problems in my opinion. Like the other ones are basically free kills later on if they
Yeah.
play it right. Yeah.
All right. We can see standard summoners by everyone. TP on both solo laners
Never see the glacial
and
augment.
heal
That's what
on
they need.
heal on the ADCs. Yeah, and the glacial augment on the Thresh. And the Nautilus is just going for the aftershock. Yeah, he's going to be that tanky menace that he is.
And we can see them in the base. It looks like no one's actually pinging so far. No one's going for. Okay, so they're just talking. They're gonna go for an invade. They're gonna go the same route. Oh, of
Yeah,
course, yeah.
we're on 10.
My bad. I completely forgot about the 10-minute thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Arby. We have it
Looks like.
here. The third game of this amazing series of Eclipse Lunar versus Base Department. The game one was just a Eclipse Lunar win just by team comp diff, some would say. And the game two, the Base Department just showed up their
Oh,
tools. Oh,
talking about engaging, we do see that. What am I saying? That Aphelios actually getting grabbed on with a couple of flashes, and Kill gets the first blood,
Kill gets
and Aphelios
blood.
Trash is not nearby to save the day here or do anything. That was very well played. I
Just put
mean,
yourself in
in a
Urgot
yeah,
shoes. Like, how molding would you be when you see Kale coming into lane with both a Dark Seal and a Doran Ring?
that is not what you
He
want.
is not gonna have a great time in this. Like, at least until level 6. Like, once Kale hit level 6, this lane is gonna be really difficult for this Urgot. We can see both junglers starting on the opposite sides. Ramos won that big leash, so he's looking at a topside play for the flashless Kale. Okay, that makes sense. We could probably see Kale dying on topside. if they play it right.
Yeah, especially with the Rammus, the movement speed on your side below level 6, it should be doable.
Yeah, the issue is that I don't see Kale ever pushing this lane. It's because Urgot just kinda auto pushes
And
it with his.
again, another
Oh,
surprise attack here, but it looks like they're not gonna get the kill. Tresh, interesting hook. But
okay. All right.
looks like they're just gonna overstay on lane here. But again, that first kill must not be great for the Aphelios at all. Like the assists, on like everyone got an assist and kill got a kill. Like this is worst case scenario. Invade 1 kill.
Yeah, and the Nautilus pick so far is just doing a lot of stuff. Already got first blood for his teammates. Already gotten Aphelios sums. Already made Aphelios on less than 50% HP on early game versus a Kate. This is a dream scenario for Kate right now. She can just do whatever she wants. They already know that the Ramos is pathing toward top side, so this bot lane is very comfortable at the moment. This Caitlyn
Honestly,
Nautilus having the
I
time of their
think
life.
I think they can maybe get a kill here. Like base department should be able to maybe get a kill here on the bot lane.
Yeah,
Or Rammus. We see Rammus moving up towards kill. This
yeah,
could
he's
be
pinging behind.
slowly moving forward again. Trash. He's not gonna go for the Guguk, but here we go. This is
Okay,
what we
he got
want.
the
This
CC.
is exactly what I was expecting with the Rammus playing for the kill, and they give the kill to the Urgot quickly. Taking
Alright.
her down.
Oh.
So kind of stabilizing the gold. Not entirely. Still 200 gold behind, but very well played by base department.
Also, a trade happened on bot lane where Caitlyn had to use her heal. So basically, Thresh Ignite for Caitlyn heal. Okay. Kinda okay trade, I guess. Making sure the ADC is less safe whenever that Ramos decides to gank the bot lane. We can say that Zinshao decided to take the Raptors before he takes the Scuttle. That's a really good decision right here. Will
Yeah, I
Ramos
mean he
do the
knows.
same?
Rammus knows this as well. He's also moving towards
Oh,
towards his
Zinshao
Raptors.
is hitting bot
Oh
side.
yeah, this is gonna be bad. I honestly, I don't see this going well. Like we can see Shinzo moving forward and might actually go for the dive. Oh, the flash engage from the
Definitely
Caitlyn.
possible. Definitely possible at the moment. Do they have any TP? Maybe Syndra could TP to do that. Okay, the wave is kind of pushing away there. Oh,
No.
okay.
This is not
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
good.
Zinshao
Shinzo.
is just taking the golems.
This is going to be a
Wait,
kill on
what's
Trash, I
happening?
think. I don't think Trash will be able to survive this. Look at this. Gets the flash kill, and Aphelios unable to respond. The blue buff is going to give him some mana back. That Ignite, it's kind of forcing him back. Look at this. They're all solo, but no one's going to die. Everyone is going to be able to survive this. This was actually huge for Lunar Eclipse. Like, I was hoping him to get the frag, but honestly, looking at that situation, Trash is not as tanky as you think early game. But Shinzao early game with Conqueror and everything, he's going to heal back.
Yeah, definitely. And
So strong early game. And I think base department really underestimated that. It's kind of a bad decision on their part.
Tabush just played it on the top side on the re-gank on the Kale, and it just didn't work. And he's coming back around again, but the
There's a
Kale
ward
sees
there.
him. The
Yeah, he
Kale
knows
sees
that.
him, and this is just
And
this-
yeah,
he's
way
not
too
gonna
far
get
away.
anything. Yeah.
I think the Urgot should have moved a bit earlier on. Like that would have been way better. But yeah, we could see that interesting mastery there. But other than that, nothing else.
But-
A bit of a chatter in the all chat as well. But
The
nothing much.
Bush really need to show on bot side soon and try to give them an edge back because they're playing well. Considering what happened early on that bot side, they're playing well. And definitely if they get help from Tabush, it could be even better for them. We see Zinshao on mid lane. He missed, okay.
And it looks like they're just not gonna move on with this. Like Natala's just gonna get another ward. They still have a control out there as well. And not really much. No, that's just gonna be like the Drake's still up. There's not really much of a no one's really contesting. Like they're contesting for the Raptors, but other than that, control ward away. Not really much. But still, a bit more gold. And with 700 gold ahead, like doing pretty well so far. Corki getting hit hard. Syndra trying to get that ult and does take down Corki again. Underestimating the damage from Syndra. I feel like so many people have made this mistake so far. We can see Petabato getting slowed. And we see the Aphelios trying to go for a play here. But as Nautilus is moving back, almost able to hook him a little too far away with the trash there.
But we should see this Rivers now is under the control of Eclipse Lunar. Even though the Corki died, nothing really happened on the map regarding that. It just that Syndra got some gold, and she's still behind on CS as well. We saw that game one where um, he was playing Lissandra Helcon, and he was still behind on CS. And the Corki, he's still doing what he wants. He's putting vision. He's moving around the map, and he's calling his team. Okay, they just want to do Drake at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Rammus isn't even there. Shinzao is on bot side.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to do
The,
this.
the issues with Ramos, one of the issues is that he cannot compare early game to that Jin Shao. Ramos is really weak early on until he get that mythic, until he get that Bramble Vest, and then this champion could do a lot of damage. But early on, this jungle is just gonna be
No
up for
smite as
grabs
well. Yeah, they're gonna leave it.
for the Jin Shao. Yeah, they cannot contest the subject, especially with the Syndra ulti being down as well. It's a big
Wait,
tool.
he's starting it? He might actually be... No, they're not gonna start.
No,
For a second,
no.
I thought he might be starting it, but no, he's not gonna take that decision. And KO, you can see, look at that, how much farm this KO is already building up, 54, 55. They're neck to
Yeah.
neck, but still, you don't want to give KO that much farm early on, like in the first couple of minutes.
She's already a range champion. Like this lane is just difficult for this.
We
This
are
lane is
seeing
just difficult for
something
them.
happening here. Tresh gonna be able to X flash over the wall, get that CC. Glacier Argon misses the hook, but I
Flash.
think they'll be able to kill. They're gonna go for the dive, and there goes the CC from the
they
Rabbits,
dive.
being able to take the shots here. And another ult from Helicon with the Syndra. Beautiful execution there. And again, 2-0 already early on in the game. This is gonna be difficult to get back from. Like, only the bot lane is suffering a bit, but other than that, we're seeing great performance here from the Rammus, the top laner, and the Syndra. Just overall, Jugget, Jonesy, Tabush, and Helicon absolutely killing it so far.
Yeah, but we kind of already seen that game.
He's gonna get
one
the Drake,
where-
but he's gonna be able to.
Yeah.
They're actually stopping him. They're like giving him a ping of not doing it, but he's still gonna do it. Sorry for interrupting you there, but Shinzao
Yeah.
also gonna be looking for the Drake there as well, as Rammus is going for the Rift. And other than that,
The issue is that this Rift will take Ramos 10 years to do. Ramos is so slow in doing the Rift Herald on his own. Even though the eye damage is high, like this Kale could come right now and just deny him this Herald on her own.
I don't know if
Oh,
she
this
wants
is-
to though. She might be losing a lot of XP and kind of risking Syndra. Like, they have no vision. They have no idea where Syndra is. Like, she might be nearby. This might all be a distraction. We can see, oh, that bot lane. Again, look how sneaky they are. They just love surprising the enemy every single time. And it is beautiful. But look at that. The Rift.
Who got it?
I'm actually kind of
Ramos-
confused who got
Ramos
it.
got it. Ramos
I think
got it,
Rammus
yeah.
actually got it there. Yeah, look,
But
he's fast
you can
recalling. For a
see
second
this-
there, I thought, yeah.
What this Xin Shao and the Nautilus are doing are just denying the Aphelios the farm. The Aphelios have 36 farm compared to the Caitlyn 86. Like, the difference is just huge. This Aphelios is so much behind right now. And they've just been left. The Ramos is coming in.
And that engage from the Rammus. He tries, he gets the flash onto the Shinzao. He does not have his ulti to use that, so he's just going to use his flash. And he do get Shinzao early on. And this is what you want. If you get Shinzao early on, it is already not looking great for him. Like, Shinzao losing out fights early on in the game, it's not something you want with him at all.
But the issue is that the Xin Shao early game job, I think it has been achieved. He got this Caitlyn super far ahead. He got the Aphelios behind. The Caitlyn's
that's
already
true.
ahead. And if they just auto-play this game, should be like so easy for Lunar Eclipse. The gold difference between the ADCs is super huge. This Caitlyn on 4k gold, while the Aphelios on 2.5. This Aphelios can never compete versus this Caitlyn.
Oh, but
As you
talking
see
about
the lane-
compete, this Corki is just getting obliterated. I feel like they know that they kind of lost the bot lane because of the way Shinzao played it early on. And I feel like that's pretty impressive. You know, they keep banning Aphelios and Jinx, but I think they've started to realize that, you know, Aphelios, if they play it correctly, they can counter him in some ways, you know, the way he's performing. And that's just, you know, overall very impressive. Now, I don't know if you should fight this. Like, looking at the scenario, Rammus is coming up. He's already using your old Kale. Not a very great idea, and you're still going to be able to shut him down. Kale tries to take down Urkel, but look at that. He gets away.
Oh
Huge
my
mistake
God.
coming there
Yeah.
from Lunar Eclipse and Blaze Department. They're looking good, man. They're
That was
definitely looking
just
good.
too forced by Sunder. That was really forced. The Kale, she was just happy farming that lane. She had the farm lead. She had the push on that Urgot. If we just leave them there for like a couple. Oh, Caitlyn!
Oh, that heal!
Oh, the
That heal
ulti.
was so
Ulti.
close. Look at the Aphelios.
Ulti. Come on, Kate. No.
Not able to get it done there.
Nah,
I mean, he had to get
that-
vision, but look at this engage. I don't know if this was good on the Trash, getting a lot of tower shots and still gets his shield. Ignite denied. And
Okay.
Nautilus flash and ignited. Like, not a great choice there by Nautilus.
Oh, they going on a Kate?
But
She will die
this
for
could
this
actually be a
tower.
kill. Yeah, she's gonna die for this, 100%. Look at this. The Rammus is just gonna shut it down.
But
with
the
auto
Aphelios
attacks.
gets nothing out of it. He doesn't get a kill. He doesn't get assist.
But he
on
still
0-1-1.
manages to survive. The good thing is they still manages to survive. Like, that's a key thing. Like, the whole thing Caitlyn wants is kill that Aphelios. And Aphelios being there, distracting, and not giving Caitlyn a frag or a chance of auto-attacking him is still very smart. Gives Rammus the free kill. And look at this. They're
Right in
trying to
jungle?
get this in the jungle. And look how bad Xin Zhao is. Look at that. Like, in a very bad spot. Getting
just-
sorry, I said bad, but I meant bad spot. Like, he was in a very bad
Yeah.
spot there. Doesn't have flash up anything. He has his ult, but he just got killed in
Definitely.
that scenario.
And the Caitlyn died, so there was no reason to go in that jungle without your ADC.
Yeah, 100%. They did not have bot prior. They knew that they were gone. Like, a bit, again, like, they're playing very aggressive, but it's horrible, especially against base department. I thought they knew this, like, the way that base department has been playing over the past 2 games. Just very slow, very, like, not always being the first one to engage. Like, a couple ganks on mid or top, but other than that, not much else. And we see Trish going 2-1-2, which is kind of funny, you know, having that bounty. Kind of looks weird. Might as well just build
Yeah.
Kraken Slayer, right?
And become a
Look at that. Beautiful hook there. Oh, they might actually take him down. Maybe? No.
Oh,
Looks
they're
like
going
not
for the
gonna be able
kill
to.
again.
But a
Oh,
kill
this gal,
again.
this gal is just
Bad
dead,
spot.
man.
She does have her ult, but she's not going to use it. Oh, no, wait. She had like 1 second on her ult.
She could. The CC is just too huge coming in right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw it, but her ult was like almost ready. Like 1 second. And it would have been ready. All she needed was 1 second. Maybe she could have, like, she didn't have flash, so yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't know about this Drake, though. That's quickly going to be able to take this down, I think.
Oh, look.
Well, we see Ramos coming up, maybe flashing through the wall, smiting, but no, they're not going to be able to do that. He's going to use his ult a bit interestingly there. I don't know why he did that. Getting Trash away. The shutdown towards the Shin Zhao. Well, we see
the
them moving.
Syndra just
We
gonna
see
get off them now.
actually getting the ignited, taking down Caitlyn, but here comes Urgot. Oh, able to shake that Shin Zhao. We see the last 2 players remaining here, coming with their Aphelios ult.
Aphelios is just coming back.
Nautilus, and look at that performance. The ADC is fed. The jungler, the top laner, and the mid laner haven't even died a single time. Like, domination stacks are just useless. I don't know. Do they have domination stacks? I don't think so. Do they even have domination in the runes?
No one have. I think, but we can see the Aphelios. We said that he was out of this game. He couldn't play the game, and the gold difference was more than 2k between the 2 AD carries. And now that gold lead has been shrunk to just barely 600 gold between these 2 players. That team fight was really huge for Aphelios to come back into this game and be on par with all the carries in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, Trash giving away his shutdown and that Drake being lost as well. Like, it's not even that much of a big deal. Like, looking at the next Drake coming up, like, I think that's Hextech, right? Hextech, like, you know how good that is for Rammus and I mean, Rammus doesn't really have that much, like, he has a couple abilities, but on that, he just keeps auto-attacking in the fight.
On Syndra, man. On Syndra, it's just huge.
Syndra as well, like,
Yeah,
Hextech.
she can just spam that Q. But, okay, one thing we gotta talk about. This Rammus build. What is he building? To
Turbo
push.
Chem Tank.
What are you doing? No,
Well,
no.
it's
He already
strong.
got the Turbo Chem. He already got the Turbo to Chem Tank. I'm talking about
Oh,
next
right
item.
now. Yeah, he's going
is
to
the
play
Rumble?
it with, I think he's going, what's it, Deadman's Plate? More movement
Hitman's
speed?
Blades. But like
Okay.
Bramble is so good in this champion, as in the W is basically synergizes so well with Thornmail.
Oh, that red buff is going to reset, I think. Oh, no, it's not.
No, he got it.
Yeah, it's going to reset. Yeah, it was going to reset.
Reset now.
Yeah. They're actually going to deny the red buff here,
Right.
maybe again. No, they're not going to do that. They're just going to give it now.
The base department got the second herald as well. It will be
Yeah.
interesting to see where they're going to use it. As the best place right now is that mid lane tower
Yeah,
that is
true.
standing. this could give you a lot of access, especially for this Ramos to just catch them, as this Corki is still looking to scale. He's not still online yet, and the Kate will be really vulnerable if this mid tower goes down. She cannot really apply a lot of pressure on that based department mid tower as well. What is going on the bot side of the map? Are they going for Aphelios?
I don't know. I feel this is looking in a pretty bad spot. Like, honestly, I think he can take them on. Like, he's already has a decent amount of gold. Like, his CS is kind of catching up. Oh, no, he's just going to back off.
Nah,
It looks
he's
like he's going to be a team fight on the mid.
Oh,
And we
the
see
mid.
Syndra actually able to take down the Nautilus. Shinzao is coming from behind. They should probably watch out. Not going too far. I think Tresh might die here. But Helicon's still able to get the kill regardless. Yes, he does. Shinzao missing his W there. And beautiful.
That
This
was
is perfect. Like,
that was
Tresh
well
dying
played.
there, no one cares about. Like,
Yeah,
Tresh dying here. This
two
is
for
perfect.
one.
Like, 2 for 1, and
So-
especially getting the support in there. We see Ramos backing up for Helicon. We see that TP coming through.
Oh, the CC.
Kind of missed there, and you see Helicon in the bad spot. He's gonna get taken down. Not very great. That shutdown there from Shinzao was very good, but at the end of the day, that kill ult could also have an impact. That TP was on spot. They still managed to take down Tabush, and here comes Urgot also getting taken out. And 5 Dark Seal stacks. I don't know about this one, but this was definitely not worth for base department.
The KO damage in that team fight was just ridiculous. She only had that Nashor Tooth at the moment, and she just did so much damage to the Ramos, so much damage to the Urgot in that team fight. And she kept the Zen Shop. They're diving. They're diving.
Tobato even unable to respond. Are they going to give up the game because of this right now? I don't know. They suddenly like all got shut down, and there goes the Hextech Drake like spawning up soon. I don't know about this one, but I think they kind of messed this one up.
Yeah, definitely. The gold lead also have shifted. I mean, a scaling team that is ahead in gold right now. This is the dream scenario at the moment, and the base department, they just keep going at them. Okay, they made it out.
And I think for a second, I thought for a second they might engage this, but they quickly disengage. They know they have, you know, like, especially the gold lead right now, almost 2K. Like, it's looking 2K. What am I saying? 1.2K, over 2K, almost over 2K. They went over 2K. I'm getting confused here for no reason, but the Rift as well, like they kind of denied that as well. So he was kind of forced to use the Rift on. He's kind of forced to use the Rift on the bot on the bot lane, and kind of force some players out of their position because you know they want to lose too many towers. And apart from that, they might, you know, you might as well just. Oh, nice CC there. You know, bit of poke. Something you want to do with Syndra.
We have the Corki with the package. This could be a game turning. Like this package could
might
do so
turn
much.
it out. Looking pretty tough here. They're going for the engaged Trash with the hook.
Okay.
He tries to go in, but the bar is pretty low, but you see Gargoyle still auto-attacking his way through.
Zone.
Since taking Ramus, and here comes Urgot with the ult, able to shut him down, but Kill still has her ult, and quickly bursts her down. This is such a strong champion, especially mid to late game, and we can see it happening right in front of our eyes. Syndra tries to get the steal, but no, Shinzao still manages to get the Drake, and for late game, these people, again, I'm telling you, Kill right now is completely busted in this game. Like,
Yeah,
for this game.
The Eclipse Lunar, how they did the dragon setup was really something. They put the Caitlyn traps to deny a big area of going in, and as the Ramos went in and the Urgot flanked from the side, the Aphelios and the Syndra were just stuck 2 screens away. They couldn't dish any damage in that team fight because of those Caitlyn traps, because of the Corki package, and they get Baron on top of that.
Helicon tried to steal it, but look
okay,
at this. They
yeah.
might actually be able to win this team fight. Look at the damage there on the Shinzao and on the Kill. Kill Shinzao both early on in the game are gone. This might actually be Ed. Look at that. The entire team is gone. And it's just Caitlyn remaining. Beautiful performance there. I don't know if you saw it by Tresh. I mean, being able to see the what seemed to be the back line, but Shinzao was there as well for some reason. Kill getting shut down, losing out a lot of stacks on that Dark Seal. And look at that. Only a bit of Baron buff from Caitlyn, but it's not going to do much against this 5-man army. Look at them bursting through that tower.
Yeah.
And they're back with that gold lead. Look at that. They still have bounties on all the objectives as well.
Look at Kate and how she can deny siege like that. It's ridiculous. And the Eclipse Lunar are already back. The best case is that they get this tower and they get out. That's the
Yeah,
best
they don't
case
want to get
scenario
the.
at
They don't want
moment.
to get. They don't want to have kill free farming on mid, so they're not going to take the inhib.
And we have the bonus gold falling off, as the gold lead have actually shifted yet again into a base department lead. Now they're almost 40K gold.
A bit too greedy there. God bless the fact that Petobaro was actually there to save the day, and again, Kale getting that red buff.
Yeah, I think this game is just a competition between Sunder and Helicon on who has the most disrespect to recall in his.
No, Helicon actually gets taken down there by Nautilus. I mean, again, stronger. What is he gonna do with the kill? Let's be honest here.
I mean, it's something, you know. It's a bit of.
Giving it to the Cade lane would have been a bit more viable, but okay. And top lane, top tower finally going down after 22 minutes.
Yeah.
This could be huge.
Ramos
Actually,
coming
able
in
to
super
take him
fast.
down. Ramos still has his ulti just in case, not even using it. And Tresh gonna be able to slow it down. And there goes Ramos with the kill. Huge play there. And we see Urgot kind of getting dashed in this situation. Completely shut down. Look at that. He needs more magic resist, man. This is unbelievable. He still doesn't have his mythic. I don't know. Black Cleaver, Titanic Hydra. Is that really the way to go?
Yeah,
That damage from... yeah, continue.
It seems like he is going what seems to be Chem Tank, Petrifier maybe, because the Chem Tank item, the movement speed one, because there's a lot of range on the Eclipse Lunar side, but the issue is that the Tabush, he is just keeping on camping the Corki who's already behind in the game. Like, Corki still doesn't have his mythic. He isn't gonna do anything anytime soon. While this Kale, she had 5 stacks when he went for that kill on bot lane, and now she has 7. She had 3 items. Maybe his focus should be shifting on where we could just attack the Kale the most. The Kale is a
Merc threats,
200 farm.
Like, I would expect him to maybe... Now, I wouldn't really go for a switch-up, because it's just Corki and Kill, but, like, when you think about it, just Corki and Kill, you know, 2 very, very late-game scaling champions. And Caitlyn kind of out of the game, in my opinion. Nautilus not really doing much, and Shinzam, I mean, he's kind of a bruiser, so he's just chilling there. So, honestly, if this game continues for any longer, and they need to, like, contest for this last Drake, and they even lose that one, Merc threats, they need it.
Merc threats on Ramos could be good, but you have to think about the CC. What kind of CC is on the game, and the only CC that he could deny with that Merc is the Caitlyn as Xin Zhao is still going in.
Trish quickly gets taken down, but is it going to be worth? Will they be able to get Xin Zhao taken down? They do, and Ramos is not going to get taken out by Caitlyn's ult here, and this is actually kind of worth it. Take down Tresh, but they lose out on their jungler while their Drake is actually up. And I mean, honestly, base department needs this Drake. They really need it.
Slithered his way back into the backline of base department, and he couldn't sting anyone right there. He just got stung by them, and now there's a possibility that their soul, their dragon soul, the Hexic soul, will be denied because of that play.
Ooh, this
Ramos going in.
Tabush is huge, getting him CC, and there goes Kill. Doesn't even have ult, doesn't have anything to recover here. Urgot also able to take down Nautilus. The out attacks here from Aphilos are definitely coming in clutch as well, pushing away the remaining of the team, and there they go. The full team is there, able to smite this down a bit late, but you know, a couple of unpredictable abilities there, pretty hard to smite if you have 5 people bursting it down quickly. Still, you know, they get that Hextech Drake. They're almost ahead, like they're 400 gold behind, barely, like 200 gold behind actually. And honestly, this is looking very good for them. They denied the soul. They have a lot of time to, you know, farm back up and get back into the game.
And you gotta think about that moment when the Zhen Shao engaged on the Thresh, went to the backline, got nothing, died, and then the base department just went back in, flashed on the scale, killed her before she could even use ulti, and they just got they denied the soul. They extend the game for longer, and they're comfortable. They're comfortable.
I think if Kill kept her ult, the game would have maybe changed a bit. If I'm going to be honest. Yeah, 100%.
However,
that Kill ult really is a game changer.
The Urgot finally got his mythic. He did not get the Kimtank at him. He got the frozen one, the frost fire gauntlet. And
look at this stack though. This is a pretty little. They're
doing the good old fanatic brush at the moment, just hiding around the bush, hope they face check us. But okay, Lunar Eclipse
And
are,
look at that. Look, big
are coming in.
giant team fight.
That's a
And
hook.
Kill has her ult ready for this as well. Rammus is kind of getting picked up. They're trying to
Kale
focus
used
here.
ulti.
And they're quickly moving over towards Shin.
Down.
But Rammus, look at that. He's in a bad spot, trying to take as much damage as possible. Kill takes down Rammus, but he goes Urgot taking out Shin's out. He's moving backwards, but there he goes. Shinra able to deal the damage here. Caitlyn still able to shut it down, but he goes Urgot as well, taking it down. There we go. Aphelios. Beautiful performance there, quickly able to recover from the damage that has been done so far to Rammus and Syndra, able to shut them down, but Urgot and Aphelios able to clutch it here, and they know that Cork is going to be forced to recall here. They're moving towards the inhib, and they're actually going to look for an end here, because they can't.
Is Eclipse Lunar gonna lose this game? Are they actually gonna take their first lose in this split? Is it
Would
going
be
to
absolutely
happen?
huge. Base department is looking pretty strong. They want to look for the
They don't
towers,
have
but
enough time.
you have to watch out. I don't think they have enough time. She's just spawning
They
in
don't
5
have enough
seconds. We see
time.
Atlas coming back in 1 second. They have to back up.
Okay,
They
they
get
take
one
one tower.
tower.
Okay.
They get one tower, and that's all they get. They could go for Baron here, you know, because their base is kind of exposed. We can see a teleport coming in from Kale quickly towards the Baron, and they know that Kale's actually coming. They're trying to flank here, and look at that. Quickly able to get away, and there we go. A wasted summoner spell, just like that.
This is a free Baron for Eclipse Lunar at the moment. So,
But if they go for Baron, will they try to, like, move over towards possibly their base? Because you know that they're going to start it, right? But them starting that and them forcing them out of the Baron, you know, they have to recall pretty fast. And you can see a TP. Looks like they're going to try and contest it.
They can't go for it. They still didn't recall. Thresh don't have health, and the Baron is just gone at the moment.
And here they go. They want to try and maybe do something here. We see Tabush moving out forward. Nah, they're just all going to go recall. And they're not going to get anything out of it. I think they could have played it a bit better here. Maybe more pressure towards mids, because, you know, you have all those big minions. Like, you should be able to do something there. But again, like, bot, like, they need to push in waves, because bot wave is all the way. The top tower is still up. After how long? Almost 30 minutes? The top tower is still there.
Yeah,
like,
that tower, and it's healthy as well. It's on half health, more than half health actually.
And Kale is just free farming. This is not good.
And Kale just having the time of her life. With this Baron buff, this could actually change it back into Eclipse hands, because that will give them enough time for the Corki to hit more items. He is already going for that Hydra. He's already finished his mythic item. The Kale gonna hit even more items. She have that stopwatch. She have a blasting wand extra, and the Aphelios still on 2 items and a half. He on that zeal. He still did not.
He's still so useful. Like, I'm kind of impressed by how this Aphelios is able to perform so well with just 2 items. Like, imagine if he's full build, but he's not even. He's nowhere near close to full build. But
yeah.
I think that's something we need to take note of. Like, being able to play that well, being behind early game and everything, like, it's very impressive. And based on where they have a strong team, but the thing is, Kill is going to outskill everyone. And same thing with Gorky. Yeah.
Also, definitely, Helicon Syndra is doing a lot in this team fight. She's landing really good stuns onto the
top tower. I don't know if you see that. The waves pushing in the top. Suffer and dropping, but the top tower. They might actually get an inhib out of that. Like, that's looking pretty bad.
The Drake will spawn before. I think. Okay, they're just pushing mid. They're not interested in this dragon. They're just pushing mid.
Yeah,
Eclipse
they know that this is going to be very bad. This is probably going to be very bad. Base department has to be fast. I think at least, Urgot's going to recall. They have to recall. All of them need to recall. They're going to get that inhib very fast.
This is going to be an inhib.
Still up. They do get the Drake, but they have to recall as fast as possible. Will they be able to get there, though? Look at them pushing through. They know that they can. Oh, no, they're not. They don't have a wave on top anymore. Urgot's pushing forward, and all they get is one inhib. But look at that engage. Beautiful kill. Those knockups coming through as well. Beautiful engage. Urgot ult suppressing the enemy kill. Completely feared. Gets the CC there, and it's beautiful. Tresh gets the kill there as well. Look at that. They completely changed the tides here in this game. They look like it's like base department.
It's Ramos.
They're absolutely destroying it. Ramos as well. That engage was beautiful. That knockup was all they needed there. And he's probably gonna die here because of the Caitlyn, because the Caitlyn's definitely gonna kill him.
No, it's Ramos. It's Ramos.
Ramos doesn't survive. He doesn't survive. He actually built magic resist. He didn't build anything AD apart from the turbo chem tank and or anything against AD for apart from turbo chem tank and
But this game,
but he has to, of course, because of kill. But this could be it. This could be the end. Like, if they're fast, like, this could be the end. Look at them. They're gonna be able to take down the Caitlyn here, and look at that. Beautiful performance. Will they be able to finally shut this down? It's just a nautilus. Look, he's just walking towards the wave.
He's trying to drag the wave.
Yeah, he's trying to drag the wave, but
he's kind of doing it.
I mean,
Oh,
it's working. Wait, what? It's
stronger?
working. What?
Wait, they let him get to the wave. This is
Oh, this is horrible.
no.
They actually need to get out of here. The way
What is
Nautilus played, I've
happening?
never seen someone play
What
this game
is
like that before.
happening?
The way they performed here, that was
They just
absolutely beautiful. They pulled the wave out of the, and no one did anything about the. I think if they killed the Nautilus, they might have been able to end.
they should have just denied the Nautilus to go into the wave. Nautilus was just chilling, going by them like, okay, you're not gonna attack me, I'm not gonna attack you, I just want this wave. He got the wave, and they couldn't finish the game because these minions, you need these minions to kill the towers because they reduce the resistance of the towers. But the resistance was introduced, and we're looking at a reverse situation at the moment right now.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad for base department. I honestly think that this might be a turn. I don't think they're going to be able to win this kill. Doesn't have ult, but look at that. The knockups under the tower to engage from Xin Zhao. It's huge. Tabush does not have any backline to rely on.
No
Gargoyle's going
damage.
to get taken. And there we go. This could be it. Helicon, the last player remaining. Look at this. Base department in a 2v5. They don't have a wave. The tower is still up. They need to take them down. Helicon knows this. That's
Okay.
why he's flashing up. But look at that. That engage there.
Oh,
It's over. It is
This
over,
is
ladies and
over.
gentlemen.
This is
Just like
over.
that, base department completely got through Lunar Eclipse. He's so close to actually being able to pull something off like that. But there they go. It is over.
Yeah.
And base department, they still managed to. What an insane
What a game. What
That
a
was
game.
such
What
a good game.
series.
I think,
What a
honestly,
series.
hats off to this Nautilus. This Nautilus
What a series.
completely changed this game.
The Nautilus, yeah. I mean, the decision to pull out the wave was the correct decision right there. But that no one from base department to think that we need this wave to finish the game. We should deny him pulling the wave. That was the mistake that they did, and that legitimately what cost them this game.
Yeah.
But overall, the
Oh,
series,
this was
the
such a good game.
series,
I think they
the
both kind of
series
stack
was a
up. Like,
banger.
yeah, this was an absolute banger. This was probably the
Yeah.
best game I've seen from VL so far. Like, it's been a crazy match between Base and Eclipse. And I honestly feel like they're kind of neck to neck. Like, if I have to be honest, like, that was such a neck to neck game. Even at the bare end, like, when there were just two players, they were still playing cautious because they knew one small mistake could change the complete tide of the game.
Yeah, the game definitely went all the way into that late game. We saw the Kale hitting that four items she have, and even though the Kale was super ahead, even though uh, it was really hard for the base department to play out this late game. They actually played it super well, but Eclipse Lunar, just by the knowledge and the outplays they did as individual players, that's what carried the game for them, and to a little bit some of their draft as well.
Yeah, but I honestly feel like based upon they could have definitely won this game. They were looking so good, but Kill outscaling them. And I mean, the end, I have no words for the end. They were playing this so well. They definitely, honestly, for the late game, they definitely deserved the win. But the way they just let Nautilus grab that wave and reduce towers, like honestly, it's a bit disappointing. But at the same time, well played, because that's like one mistake out of all the parts where they didn't make any mistakes. And even if it's such a huge one, I still feel like they performed so well. And I think we can both agree on that. There's
Yeah,
going to be an interview with the top laner. So I think we're going to be getting that very, very soon. Actually, we're going to get it right
there
now.
he is.
Hey,
Congratulations on the win, Loves.
thank you.
Definitely a well played game from the top side, and you would so for let's talk first about that last play on game 3, okay, when
Yes.
Stronger pulled out that Chad, I'm just gonna casually pass by 4 people or 3 people or whatever it is, I'm gonna pull the wave, and I'm just gonna sit there pulling the wave.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
how was
massive.
how was the atmosphere there on the team, and what was the codes like?
Well, we thought we lost, so we just said, okay, try to put away stronger. And well, thank God they just ignored stronger. They just get to do that, and it was really hype. Big shout out to stronger. Good job by him. And I mean, we didn't play good, but at least we're sometimes clutch, right? So it's fine.
If
Yeah.
you look at
But
it, if you look at it back, like, do you think you still deserve, like, before Stronger made that play? Do you guys still deserve? Think you might deserve that win at the end, or is it like, no, we should have lost?
I think we were, even though they had more kills, we were in such a good position to just comfortably win that game. We were at 3 drakes, and then I get picked once really badly, and they get their first drake. We don't get soul. After that, I think we traded inhib for 4 drake, potentially for us. That was also bad, and that was also my call. So I just really trolled the game for the whole team.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. We could have played better for sure. Yes, yes.
well, maybe you trolled your codes, but you definitely did not troll your gameplay, because I would say in game 1 and in game 3, your the performance you did with the champions that you had was really something. So I just wanted to ask you about the Vladimir pick
Yes.
and your kinda, let's just call it, unconventional picks on the top lane. Um,
Well,
like, were you kind of a mid lane man, or why do you think these champions are good on the top side? Let's start with the Vladimir first, because I think you blinded it, right?
no. It was specific counting to Shen. It's just
Mm.
basically it's just really when Shen E's you, you just W. That's the idea. You giga outskill him. It's just an easy match for Vladimir. But if I was good at Gangplank, I could have also picked Gangplank or something. But I'm not good at him, so
Mm.
uh, well, I can play mid top 80 carry, but yeah, I just play a lot of champs. So when it looks the best champion in the case, I'll pick that champion. This was probably Vladimir for me, so. I think it's actually quite underrated. I don't think you actually have to play a tank. I think if you have way too many players, pick a tank every game, or just pick a tank into a tank.
True.
And I think in top lane, you can actually get a really free lane because junglers tend to ignore the lane. You can actually make way more use of the lane than most people do.
Yeah, good on you, man. Like, because a lot of top laners thinking, okay, enemy picked Shin, I have to pick something probably tanky with CC that could just interrupt the ulti if I could see it. But you just took the approach of, all right, he can ulti. I'll just outscale him with farm and plates, and
Yeah,
it
exactly.
definitely worked out. You had your mythic pretty fast in that game.
Yeah, that's also props to my team though, because I'm kind of leaving them out to try, right? Because
Yeah.
enemy top picks a champion that helps the team. I pick a champion that doesn't help the team at all. I just play to skill. So it's also really a team effort that I am able to pick those champions while my team doesn't get behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Okay, let's talk about game 2 for a bit. All right. So it all right. So you kinda were camped by the enemy team. I swear every time the auto direction cam just move on top lane, I just see a Hecarim there or a Blitz there. How did you feel? Like, was the darkness really scary? Was the fog of war really
Yeah.
gave
Well,
you nightmares?
base department has a really good jungle support synergy for sure, and I
Mm.
think also it was really hard for our mid to play sometimes because of that. Um, yeah, I don't know. Their jungler especially is really good. Tabush, or he spams ganks really well. He also plays champions that you can't really ward against very easily. Because like Jarvan you can ward against, but Rammus you have to place your vision so deep, right? That
Mm.
you just can't do it. And on kill I can't have the lane prio to ward deep. So I just die to the ganks. Same for
Mm.
Trindamere. But to be fair, at game 2, we just trolled it a bit. We had some draft issues. Also, game 3, we had some draft issues actually. We didn't want to pick Nautilus. We actually wanted Renata, but our AD carry couldn't find it. So, but it worked out. Nautilus actually 1v9 the game in late game. So,
Wait,
yeah,
this is why you picked Nautilus in the last second, because your support was looking for Renata.
yeah. AD carry was looking for Renata, but it didn't show up in the support tab. So,
Unlucky. Well, I guess it worked out in the
She
end.
still doesn't know. I do get the issue because I also tried it once. Like, I think I wanted to ban her once for playing support, and yeah, you don't find her. You have to like uncheck the support thing, and then actually. But this mistake kind of made you guys win, low key. Because if a Renata that walks back,
our support is good at Renata, but yeah, this was I think some of the things on Nautilus that we did now in the late game he couldn't have done on Renata. So yeah, yeah,
Alright.
maybe.
Okay, let's talk about playoffs, because if I'm not mistaken, this is your last game in the groups, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what other teams in Div 2 do you think are teams that you're thinking about? What team do you think might cause you trouble in, let's say, the semifinal or the final?
Well, Base Department is for sure the best team we've played against. I have no clue how they lose 3 out of their 7 games. I've actually no clue how that happened. I think they are. At first, I thought they were a bit of a mismatched team, but they're actually pretty strong in all roles. Prime was good. I don't know if they're still good, but I also feel like we match up super well against them with the playstyles. So I don't think we can really lose against them. It's just those two, honestly, for now. Maybe like Rocket Wheels can improve, but for now it would just be those.
All right. Let's talk about a little bit about your new addition to the team. You definitely made a change. Your old jungler Mithi is out, and now you have Sunder in. And how do you think that Cloud is fitting in with the boys?
Uh, yeah, we already knew him, most of us. So yeah, he's chill. He's a nice guy. So I mean, I don't really have anything bad to say about him. He's just good. That's why we really wanted him. So yeah, otherwise we wouldn't have snatched him away
Hmm.
in a bit of a weird way.
Yeah, weird way. Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about. Can we just talk about a bit about that Kale? Okay, and that first blood. How did you feel when you got that? When you got that first blood, we just
Uh,
saying like, guys, it's over. I get level 6. I win this game.
yeah, it's kind of nice on kill, but you can't buy any useful item, so it wasn't like if I had started Doran's Blade, I could have bought a useful Doran's Ring, but now I could only buy Darksteel, and so it didn't really matter. Uh, and then I had a good dev in top because they used Flash on Urgot, and the wave was still not crashed. So yeah,
Ah,
I thought we would win, but then we threw. Whatever.
yeah, it's fine. As long as you get as much as possible as good deaths, then the game is winnable
For
for
sure.
sure. All right. Okay. Any shout outs do you want to give your teammates, your org, whoever?
I'll just give one to Stronger, the
All
support,
right.
because he
Yeah,
sacrificed a lot. That's about it.
definitely deserved. Definitely deserved. All right. Do you have anything, RD?
No, I have nothing else to say. Again, well played, dude. Like, definitely staying in the game and to the very end, still being able to pull off something like that. I think me and Coop, honestly, I've never seen a turnaround. Not even in silver, honestly. Like when I was hard stuck, bro, I've never seen a turnaround like that in my life. That's the first time. So,
Yeah, that
I
was
mean,
definitely hype.
Yeah, that
yeah.
was this
Like,
was the hyper
I haven't
series I've
seen
ever
hype
played for
like I
sure.
haven't had feel hype like this throughout any type of tournament I've watched, casted, or done anything like in terms of League of Legends. Like it's huge. Honestly, I'm being serious. Like
Yeah,
even all the
Yeah.
competitive play, like this today was another thing. Like like the tunnel vision was on point for base
yeah.
department on this one, especially later on.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
for us too, though, really, and base department is really good. Don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah, I mean, you guys were like
Yeah,
on the
they played
same
well.
level. You guys
yeah,
played on the same
Yeah,
level. It felt like there
they
were
played super
some
well.
interesting mistakes, but also like mistakes. I was like, wow, like both of them are
yes,
like on the same level, like back and forth with the gold, with the objectives, and
yeah,
just
I think so too.
All
100%,
right.
like very close.
Okay. Do you want to do send off, RD?
Yeah, I think we'll end it off here. Again, thank you very much for hopping in, and I guess we'll be seeing you maybe another time on another game throughout the division split. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for casting, guys.
Hey, no problem, man.
Bye bye.
Okay,
Bye.
this been RD and Goop casting the Div 2 game of Base Department versus Eclipse. Um, we'll see you on Monday with the stream. Thank you for watching.
All right, thank you so much.